like this is my bird. I'm from the city of the five boroughs. The running everywhere so thorough. Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, New York. I'm rocking with Bronx like this is my bird. Running out of gas on a tri-bird. Still hit the gas cause my ride though. Still hit the gas cause my ride though. I'm too pumped to take a trip, nigga. So I guess it's La Marina with your bitch, nigga. I bet you say get a hype, highlight. I'm heading to the heights, ho. Money making man. Round home niggas trying to make it hack. Riding with a queen that a nigga bearing stacks. Hot girl with a dirty bird, I just think that track. Tell them we gon' swipe it off. No game, then we out before they make the call. Give me on flames, call no name. We gon' talk to the game like this is my fault. I'm from the city of the five boroughs. The running everywhere so thorough. Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, New York. But I'm rocking with Bronx like this is my fault. Running out of gas on a tri-bird. Still hit the gas cause my ride though. Still hit the gas cause my ride though. Ride through the motherfucking exit. This is my fault.
Hey, yo, B, 1212. What's going on, everybody out there? Mr. Sandman, sign back in real quick. I just want to fix my drink. Let me fix my drink real quick. All right. Give me 1 second. And they'll be questioning me, oh, what you drinking, Sandman? What's that right there? You want to know what I'm drinking? Ask for the Cash App, and I'll let you know. If you Cash App me. Matter of fact, PayPal. No, Cash App. It's Cash App, my bad. Yeah, big. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there, your bums. Hope y'all had a great Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? Spend it with your family, your friends. Had some great barbecue. Man, I know for sure I definitely had some great barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Had some burgers, some dogs, some chicken. And I'm not done yet. Thinking about doing a steak on the grill. And I ain't gonna lie, I fuck around and throw some eggs on the damn grill. Y'all motherfuckers know that you actually grill eggs too? They should have never told me that. Hey, you gotta hit that. Hey. If you hit the Cash App, I'll let you know what I'm drinking. But pull up, cause the link is right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do. Let's talk about it. When it comes to the old-fashioned wrestling. And for everybody else out there, you know, welcome. This is episode 28 of the council. Episode 28.
I see major Trump.
You. You hear me? 1 2 1 2. You hear me?
Especially in the women's division, they created a serious problem.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? Like you just started talking, like you wasn't even you. You just got on the panel, like you just started talking, like okay, start from the beginning because I don't know if you know if you was on the panel yet.
Hey, I said AEW is in trouble. They got some major problems, mainly in the women's division.
Ember Moon.
No, that's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm talking about the state of current champions.
Oh. Yeah, like I remember I was saying from before that Thunder Rosa, you know, it's too soon to determine right now, but as of right now, she ain't it. I didn't watch Double or Nothing. Only watch like bits and pieces here and there. So,
No,
what did Thunder
go.
Rosa do last night?
So Thunder Rosa went against, and I didn't even know this.
Serena D.
Yeah, but I didn't know her background. I didn't know that was the bald-headed woman from the Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, because she lost a shitload of weight.
And she lost the weight, she got toned, and she turned into a technical wrestler. Now
Right.
the problem is this: Tony Khan does not believe in, and I don't think there's two major problems. Either their wrestlers are experienced but got no chemistry and no charisma, or here's the second one: they put the title on somebody that got the look but is very sloppy in the ring. And they asked Tony Khan, because he likes to open the chat to give his critique. This man does not have a performance center as we speak.
Really? You don't?
No. So
What the fuck?
So all the wrestlers that he signed, the only reason why they're doing so great is because some of them were indie wrestlers, but they're not really making big noise. And then there's disgruntled veterans that learn the mode of WWE, and then you had Triple H NXT.
Well, before we continue on, speaking of veterans, I want to definitely salute to you. You know, because it's Memorial Day, and thanks for your services, my dude.
Don't mention it. So we're gonna get the Thunder Rosa. I see
Okay.
a major problem in the Midcard section. Jade Cargill, I'm afraid of two things.
What?
One, they're going to push this trios matchup with the baddies and Athena with these two other girls. And the focus is going to
What's other
be
girls?
the two ones that just made the debut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see the whole thing of
Oh,
Double or Nothing. That's what I'm saying. You got to bring me up to speed.
so
Take your time. I got all night. I had a nice nap. Take your time. You still there though, right? 1 2 1 2. LeDuan, you still there? I think we
oh,
lost. There you
yes.
go. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
I
You hear
see.
me?
Yep.
All right, now bring it back. Bring it back. What you saying now?
I forgot the two girls. I forgot the other girl that came in with Athena.
Snubs was
But
good. Snubs was good.
but she's supposed to be a major player. And the current wrestler that she just wrestled with, that Jay Cargill just had with in her match. Long story short, that was besides the Scorpio Sky and Sammy Guevara disaster. This was actually rated as the worst match of the pay-per-view. Jay Cargill against that girl from the Dark Order. And
Anna Jade.
yeah, Anna Jade. So unfortunately, Anna Jade is not really a wrestler. She's just there for the look. But Tony Khan has invested a title and TV time on Jade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually not too hard on Jade. I'd be like, give her some time. But I'm sorry, after seeing her
You
sloppy
don't see
work,
nothing. Yeah. You don't
after
see
seeing
nothing. Yeah.
after seeing her sloppy work with Ruby Soho, some other matches and this one, they need to take that title off her and take her off the air. She's gonna either two things are gonna happen. She's gonna botch so bad that she's gonna hurt somebody, or she's gonna tear her ACL when she does that bro kick. She does not know the business.
What about this though? I got one, and I'm gonna let my dude Snugs take over, not take over, but go after me. Who knows? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the big hype between Ruby Soho, Ruby Riot, whatever you want to call her. Can she be part of the problem also? Because I know damn well she's definitely not a ring general.
Well, here's the thing. Ruby didn't have that problem when you had the right producers in NXT. Because understand this. Remember, who was the one that was taking care of the women? Finley, Jesse James, Triple H as the senior advisor, and Shawn Michaels.
And Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick.
What else they also had? A performance center. They had
and that's crazy. Center. I didn't know that they didn't have a PC. I didn't know that. Like, what's the real shit? Yo, is that really true? Do you know about that, Snugs? Is that really true? They don't have a PC?
They barely have a headquarters. Their headquarters is Jacksonville Stadium.
Who, the AEW don't have a PC?
Nope.
Of course not. Because they don't. Their schedule. They have a lax schedule. They don't really have their wrestlers performing or even training like that. So like the days where they're not even showing AEW, they literally have a day off and they're at home. And that's why that's why a lot of people have stressed at the Tony Khan that a lot of the botches that you're receiving, because people like to say, oh, botches happen everywhere, but the thing is they happen a lot frequently in AEW because they're not sharp on their skills. They're taking days off. They're, and people shit on WWE for saying, hey, you overwork your wrestlers, but if they don't do that, they don't have the great product that they have right now.
Because of bad storytelling.
Look at this dude, Brody King. Brody King almost killed himself last night overdoing an unnecessary move. He landed around his fucking neck. Y'all see that shit with the match between the House of Black and the Dark Triangle, the Death Triangle.
Why you think Ray Felix got injured, dislocated his shoulder? It wasn't the fact that it wasn't even the fact that he fell through the table. It's the fact the way he fell.
Landed,
yeah.
Another thing too is that AEW, they're doing a lot of high spots, and maybe too many high spots, and they're doing all of that even on regular shows, on shows that don't really necessarily need to have those high spots.
I agree. I definitely agree.
But WWE gets shitted on that too, but they save it for when the money's there. They don't just go and do that every week because they know they can get people drawn in on a pay-per-view.
So, what's going on, buddy?
So
I just got in from work. Sorry for calling in late.
So no, you did. I just started actually.
Oh,
and it definitely, rest in peace to my guy, man.
I was watching Raw.
Who died?
I just saw it.
You got the thumbnail up with my dude. I forgot, man. I even forget his fucking name. My man forgot his name. From Goodfellas.
Oh yeah,
Ray Liotta.
Larry
Liotta,
my dude Ray Liotta, man. We definitely lost a legend.
Tommy Vick from
I can't believe he died.
From Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got Joe Pepsi on my picture tonight to give a shout outs to MJF because he was playing the tables.
No.
Isn't that Ray Liotta right over there too? I thought that was Ray Liotta right next to Joe Pesci. Isn't that him? No, that's not him.
No, that's the dude.
Else.
MJF,
he's a funny actor.
A whole different story that we need.
Oh, that's the banker. Oh, I remember that scene. That's the fucking banker.
It's funny. It's funny because legitimately, the day before Double or Nothing, Saturday noonish, I was watching Casino, and then the MJF stuff broke. Every single Joe Pesci scene you could apply to MJF. because everything he was doing, like when he met the guy in the desert that had to talk, like that's probably what MJF and TK did. And then when he was at the table throwing money at the tippers, that's what MJF was doing because he no sold the fan event. So
Yo, you
I just
stupid.
Dude, you need
I
serious
hated
help
that
over
whole
there playing
situation.
video games.
Well, talk to me about that shit, y'all. I'll go first as a matter of fact. I understand, he's trying to play up to the whole heel persona, but when it comes to motherfuckers losing money, I think that's where he fucked up. You know what I mean? And not only that, I don't even know why he was even booked for an event like that. Why you got him booked for a meet and greet? He's supposed to be a mega heel.
So here's the problem. He's the only wrestler that believes in kayfabe. So that does not mean you can't. Let me tell you, MJF is a big draw. He's 25 years old. He understands kayfabe and he carries it everywhere he goes. So when he does these meet or greets, he signs autographs, but he's still an asshole to the fans, and the fans eat it up. Here's the big problem: it's deeper than what the rabbit hole is deeper than what we think. I'm gonna call it out. The reason why MJF said I'm a free agent in 2024, if the right money comes up, I will jump shits. There's something in his contract, and MJF also is like this.
What up, Drip?
Hey.
Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Happy holidays.
You too.
How you feel? How was your day?
I'm good.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
All right.
All right.
I don't even know who he is, bro, for real.
You lost your train of thought?
Yeah, man. So,
so when you get hold on, when you guys are your train of thought, let
oh, I'm back.
All right, go ahead.
MJF's gripe is this: I'm one of your originals, but why are people that's coming in that's not proven, that's not ready? We saw the failure of Hangman Page as champion. We see the future disaster of Jade Cargill as a champion, and she can't even perform. You got Daniel Bryan.
Bryan Danielson, American Dragon.
Bryan Danielson. He hasn't been in for a year, and he's already main card. He main evented. MJF been there from day one. I
wouldn't say he's a main eventer.
Yeah, he main
evented. He was like somewhat of a main eventer, but he did go down the card a little bit.
Yeah, but
it's simple business, man. It's just like The Rock said when CM Punk was pissed off at The Rock back and then when he was in WWE, and The Rock went on Twitter and just said, "It's simple business. The Rock versus Cena makes more money than The Rock versus Punk." So that's the reality of it. MJF is a great heel.
So you trying to tell me MJF? This is what should have happened.
What I'm telling you is that Bryan
Danielson.
What I'm saying is MJF does not draw the money that Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Jon Moxley, or even guys like Christian, because those are household names that have been in the wrestling landscape for 20 plus years, if not longer. MJF is a great heel. He's a great wrestler, and he's definitely going to be one of the GOATs of the modern era. But before AEW, the vast majority of people had no clue who he was. I knew who he was because I watched MLW. I know Sandman watches MLW. Shoutouts to Richard Holiday, Alex Hammerstone. MLW is great. A lot of people.
MLW. I got MLW is really cooking right now. Yeah, other than Microman, that Microman bullshit, but other than that,
Right, but MJF just right now, like he's great and he should make more, but he's not going to make as much as them because he's not as big of a name to the overwhelming majority of casual fans out there. That's just the reality of it.
Neither was Hangman Page, and they put a title on him. You saw how bad that looked. Honestly, the dynamics.
Hold on. I got you, but let's get a piece of this. Pause. Snugs, you want to chime in real quick?
I mean, MJF, My thing is like he's gonna leave for WWE because not only was it his dream, but it's gonna be a big. Obviously, the money was gonna be there. He's got plenty of new, fresh talent he can go up against to make his character more fresh. It'll be a new scenery for him. I don't think WWE will ruin that. I mean, given the right circumstances, they've done right with Cody so far, and they've done right with even with WCW wrestlers when they first came over for some of them. The only thing is, like, it just depends on MJF.
Well with?
I don't think that this is
They only
comparison of
doing right
MJF.
with Cody because they feel guilty.
I don't think that WWE would ruin MJF, but to me, if he went to WWE, it would be a Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens type thing. Kevin Owens is a toned down version of Kevin Steen.
I wouldn't mind to see Kevin Owens and MJF.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just simply saying that Kevin Owens is a toned down version of Kevin Steen. So the MJF that you see on Dynamite, on Rampage, on AEW pay-per-views, you're not getting that MJF in WWE. You're going to get a toned down version of it. Now, if that doesn't bother you, then okay. But then if it does bother you, then there you go. Because if you think that MJF is going to appear on Monday Night Raw and refer to Ricochet or Drew McIntyre or Kofi Kingston as a dipshit, that's not going to happen. Not on USA Network. Maybe on Fox, but not on USA Network.
I think it would because they say the word bitch on there, so they could definitely get away with
That's
that
different,
shit.
bro. Girls call each other bitches all the time. Calling someone a bitch, that's a name. Calling someone a dipshit.
Yeah, bitch is not even considered a curse.
It's not even that bad.
Hey, I agree with you. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about the networks, bro. USA is a very conservative network, and like they complain about everything.
USA right now recently, because if you look at Stephanie McMahon with her issues with the investors, they want ratings and they want sales, and they're seeing what AEW is doing, and they're like, well, AEW is pushing that edgier content in a sense. We need WWE to start doing that. So maybe I can see WWE leaning towards that direction going forward in the next couple of months, especially with signings like if you're going to sign MJF, if you're going to sign, who's the other guy from AEW they might sign? I forgot his name. They might sign somebody else. It was. I wouldn't be surprised too if Kenny comes over eventually.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Why would Kenny?
Yeah, he'll be there eventually. I believe so too.
Twinkle Toes ain't going over there like
Kenny ain't going nowhere.
I do. I believe he is. I think Kenny Omega will be it eventually.
He has no reason to go over there.
He hasn't. No, he does. No, he does have a reason. Hold on, he does have
Kenny Omega. Everybody want to see a Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns match.
When you're Kenny,
I haven't seen a single person ask for that match.
I would.
Nothing special about Kenny Omega.
With Kenny Omega, if you're in Kenny Omega's shoes, you gotta think about it like this: you've conquered pretty much all over the world, right? You've conquered New Japan, you've conquered AEW, you've conquered everywhere you went, but you haven't conquered the one place, which is WWE. So he's gonna want to be tempted to try that.
Facts.
He's not a sports entertainer. That's why he won't go there.
He's
never
vice
at any
president.
point ever had
He
any
ain't
interest
leaving
going
that
there.
paycheck.
Will you say Scott that one more time, Scott?
Nah, if WWE has the right money for him and the right storyline, he's gonna want to come over to try to conquer that too as well.
Yeah, let's Scott say what he was going to
Just think of the merch sales he'll get from WWE.
Why would Kenny Omega leave and he's vice president? He already took time because he's so banged up by all the stunts he pulled in New Japan. He goes to WWE right now. He can't handle that workload. He just had three bypass surgeries.
Well, why
I've only ever seen.
They'll say the same thing about
I've
Cody.
only ever seen a demand for. I've only ever seen a demand for Kenny in WWE once, and that was before AEW was even a thing. That was in 2017. 2016, AJ
they about to do the Royal Rumble, as a matter of fact. Remember that big guy?
Right.
Motherfuckers thought he was going to be like number 30 in the Royal Rumble.
After AJ Styles debuted in 2016, then the very next year, Kenny had that crazy match with Okada, and I remember everybody was like, because Okada beat Kenny. And then Kenny's contract expired. And everybody was like, oh, my God, what if Kenny's in the Royal Rumble? And then if he goes to WWE, you could do Kenny versus Nakamura, Kenny versus AJ Styles, Kenny versus Finn Balor. And that was when WWE and NXT was still hot. That was when Nakamura was still hot. That was when AJ was still hot. This is 2017. And then Kenny decided to stay. Then Nakamura got washed. Then AJ Styles got washed. Then Finn Balor got washed. All of them are washed. So there's no reason for him to go there
Nah,
now. Like none.
No, there is.
AJ wasn't washed.
Yo.
AJ
go.
had his 400-day title reign. So it's like, okay, AJ has nothing to prove. Plus, AJ said he's not in it for the long run. He's going to retire within the next 2 years. Now, Kenny Omega's not going to leave a vice president position, and he's getting paid as a performer and as an executive.
So
WWE's
what's
got the
Cody
money.
though? It's the same thing like Cody.
Cody's a different story. Cody is a third-generation superstar. Cody comes from the Rhodes family. Cody wanted to be that one member of the Rhodes family that was going to break through and say, I'm going to hold the company's highest title. Dusty Rhodes never held it. Dustin should have been WWF champion, but they never
I
pulled
agree.
the trigger.
I think
We already
Goldust
talked
should
about.
have.
We
I
already
think
talked
Goldust should have
about
been heavyweight
Cody's.
champion.
We already talked about Cody, Sam, man. Cody was never a rebel. He was pretending to be a rebel. He was hanging out with people that were rebels, and it rubbed off on him. You know, when Cody, see, the thing about it is, you know, when the Elite blew up, I remember this. Like, this was like 2018 when New Japan was, when the U.S. expansion was blowing up. People were talking about, well, who's the bigger deal, Kenny or Cody? And at the end of the day, I say it was Kenny. And the reason it's Kenny is because Cody needed the Bullet Club and he needed the Elite. Because when he left WWE, he went to TNA and like nobody really gave a shit. Then he joined the Bullet Club. The next thing you know, he's with Kenny, he's with the Bucks, he's with Adam Cole, he's with Hangman, he's with Marty. I know like Marty's like, you know, can't mention Marty anymore. But like the Bullet Club really helped Cody. And then like when AEW began, Cody was hanging out with all these other people who were known for being rebels. And as AEW got bigger, you know, Punk came in, Bryan came in. Cody was never a rebel. Cody, let me tell you who Cody is, okay? Cody's that dude in high school who hung around the cool kids in hopes that it would rub off on him. But deep down, you knew he was never one of them. That's Cody. That's why
You're
he
right.
left.
I'll definitely give you that.
And I don't think Cody and Omega had a good working relationship. And remember, Cody was the booker. And Tony Khan didn't really give him total booking control. Because think about it.
He never wanted total booking control because he didn't want to keep going over and then people get upset with him.
Right. He fucked himself because it was TK confirmed. TK confirmed that it was the last Dynamite of 2019. That was the really bad Dark Order angle, you know, where they were beating up the Elite and, you know, they were amateurish and they didn't know what they were doing. And it was received very poorly. And really, and I've said this before, that was really the true death of NXT. That was the NXT. That was where Adam Cole fought Matt Riddle. That was when Shayna Baszler lost to Rhea Ripley. Remember, Rhea beat her. And, you know, the crowd came in the ring and they held her. It felt like Rhea Ripley was going to be the next big thing. That was really the true death of NXT right there. Because after that, they never recovered. But anyway, after that happened, TK took full creative control over the booking for AEW. So that was the last Dynamite of 2019. So that means before that, Cody did have some creative input. So when Cody did that stipulation with Chris Jericho, where if he lost, he would never challenge for the AEW title. That was Cody. That was his choice. He fucked himself. And he did that because he wanted to be contrarian and he wanted to show the fans, look at me. I'm not Jeff Jarrett. I'm not Triple H. I'm not booking myself to go over. But by limiting what title he could challenge for, he ended up fucking himself in the long run. It's like, how many times can you challenge the TNT title? You know?
No, I don't even think it was just about the TNT title. Fans didn't want Cody as a babyface. Remember, AEW and WWE is two different entities. You're looking at AEW, who are really more of NXT fans, and I love this indie darlings. Some of them indie guys had no business in the business, but that's just a personal preference. You gotta learn how to be a total wrestler. Not just a stunt man like Darby Allin, who has no business in the ring. The thing is, Cody's an entertainer. he's been around his brother, he's been around his father, who are two entertainers, but Dusty is a professional wrestler. I mean, you got to be when you was in the 70s and the 80s working with Tully Blanchard. And I laugh every time I hear that name after I seen that no homo video.
Yeah.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead
come
and
with you
talk
like I never
about
came with nobody before. Oh,
it. But
I'm about to play this real
yeah,
quick. Hold on.
You about to get taken down again. There you go. Go ahead and do it.
Fuck it.
it's gonna be a long night, all night long. I'm like, okay, Warrior Heart, you said some real crazy stuff about Ric Flair. Oh.
Myself and the heavyweight champion. So sit back, pour yourself a drink, get your favorite cigar.
Okay.
First up, I'm gonna get a message from my main man, son of Wisdom. It was good with me through thick and thin, Hangman and Age. Back for the hell year for me since
Get this bomb ass motherfucker the fuck out of there. Yo.
What year was this?
I'm about to go on my man right now. Fuck this dude.
Yeah,
Yo,
what year
Ooh.
was that?
that motherfucker is trash. What year was this?
Was that 2016,
2018.
2017? All right, that sounds about
2018.
right.
Colorado.
Fuck out of here. Hangman trash, yo. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he had some promise when he went through that whole storyline at first with Kenny Omega. But after that, man, I was over that dude, yo.
Yeah, after they got them hanging out with the Dark Order, like, bro, Dark
Yeah,
Order
like, yo,
died the
yeah.
moment Brody Lee
Dark
died.
Order
That's
with
pro
those
wrestling in
big
general,
shows.
bro. That's modern day pro wrestling in general. I can't name you any companies out there that know how to book strong baby faces anymore. You know, that's a modern day wrestling issue in general. I was really liking,
it's not difficult.
like as an example, right? This is a
It's
different
not-
company. I was
it's
liking
not-
Becky Lynch when she was doing the man stuff, but now she's just complete cringe. Just total
Oh,
cringe. Like, she's
God.
not entertaining.
No.
That's all
Great.
Ric Flair's
How
fault.
does this shirt was made
It's
out
not
of
Ric Flair.
You didn't cringe.
chips?
I blame today's wrestlers. They don't get into the business to be a wrestler. Remember how hard it was it's just like a rapper. When you became a rapper, you drop a demo and you had to bring fire or they're gonna throw it in the trash. Now
Right.
nowadays, today's wrestlers are not wrestlers. They're actors. They don't know how to cut a promo. They don't sit at a mirror and rehearse their stuff. And another thing, they don't get criticism no more because today's fans are zombies. The real fans are either
If you say you don't like something, you consider a hater.
yeah, today's fans, the real fans are either 80 years old or dead right now. So the rest of the fans that's on there is a bunch of zombies. And if you do some flips, they be like, oh, that was hard. I like that. Oh, but you have to really
all right.
know
Here's the
how
thing,
to
right?
draw heat.
Here's the thing. Check it. Like me personally, I love that fast-paced action when it comes to AEW. I do, but it has to be a mixture. I'm not trying to see motherfuckers that's 6'7", 270 pounds trying to do a moonsault. Like, that's when you're getting ridiculous. Everybody should have a method. Everybody should tell a story. Even the
What's wrong with Kevin Owens
motherfuckers
doing
that
that?
know how to do backflips and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like look at how Kushi. Look at like how Kushi. Even how Kushi told a story in the ring, and he was on that backflippy hoopity hoo type style.
Sandman, bro. I swear to God, like not even 2 hours ago, I was on a post and I saw a person on Facebook on this wrestling page who said he had no clue who the fuck Hakushi was. Jesus Christ, we're getting old, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it's cool. You know, that's when you gotta teach motherfuckers. As long as they're not bashing, everybody's willing to learn.
And these wrestlers can't take heckling from fans.
Hold on,
They
wait, my
can't
dude
take
Nate's
a
in the
heckle from
building, y'all.
fans.
Hold on, he's in the building. Nate, can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, man? Finish, wiping your ass and taking a dump.
I was sleeping. I didn't know you were doing a show tonight. I woke up to the show.
Yeah, man. I figured like why not? Because you know everybody was talking about the old fashioned wrestling as of late, and I could have go on earlier because I was grilling up. Happy Memorial Day. Shouts go out to the veterans for making this day possible.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I had switched off the Wi-Fi on my device.
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Oh, you was talking from before?
No, I was just I don't know. Like my screen showed like a rotating circle in the middle of it, so I wasn't sure if you could still hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Yeah, to piggyback off of Scott to what he's saying, yeah, big ups, or not big ups, but shout outs to Montez Ford for blocking me when all I said was that he was corny. That's all I said.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
He
that's
blocked
the thing
you?
that kill me with motherfuckers. Like they act like they can't
Oh.
give them criticism. Like, come on.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I was just having this conversation about 20 minutes before Sandman went live. So I know a guy, right, who knows another guy who is a big wrestling, aficionado, I guess you want to call him. And he's known to be blocked by a lot of. He got blocked by Ryback. He got blocked by, I think also Montez Ford blocked him as well. Who else blocked him?
Dude,
he's been
if
blocked.
you criticize JD, he'll block you.
Oh yeah, he got blocked by Becky Lynch too because he said some he did say some fucked up shit to Becky Lynch in a comment, but like the thing is like that's why I was like you gotta be careful with how I think at some point a wrestler sees what we doing. Even though we're like peons to them. In a sense, because like they're in a higher status.
Wrestlers today, they can't take criticism anymore. Brian Kendrick admitted that on one
but some criticism be disgusting.
How do you respect girls? As long as the motherfucker's not being disrespectful.
Brian Kendrick talked about that on Steve Austin's podcast. I forgot exactly like when this was. It was like maybe 3-4 years ago. Kendrick was on there, and at this point, Kendrick had transitioned into like an agent for NXT. So this is Black and Gold NXT. And Austin asked him, what's the big difference in the locker room? And Kendrick said that like none of the wrestlers in the back want to learn. And he said that like when their matches are over, whether it was like a regular NXT, a live event, or takeover, he said instead of sitting in the gorilla and watching the rest of the show, or instead of watching tape, Kendrick said that most wrestlers, when they're done doing a promo or they're done doing a match, they go on their phone and they vanity search themselves on Twitter to see if anyone's talking negative about them. And then Kendrick said they can go on Twitter and there can be like 1,000 positive comments and like one negative comment, and like they'll single out the one negative comment and like block that person. And I'm I absolutely and I absolutely believe Kendrick when he said that. So my introduction to Street Profits was my introduction to Street Profits was when the AEW NXT war first started. When AEW first started, like the Street Profits got caught up like right when AEW started. So I wasn't watching NXT. So I saw them on Monday Night Raw, and it was my first time seeing the Street Profits. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're supposed to be a big deal. And I saw this promo they did on Raw, and I just thought it was corny. Whatever coolness they had, because I never saw their NXT run. So if their NXT run was cool, more power to them. I just looked at the promo, and I was like, yo, that's corny. So I was on Twitter. And I saw the video of it, and all I said was, man, that shit was corny. That's all I said. I didn't say you're whack, you couldn't wrestle.
I would have blocked you too.
I never said, I want to fuck.
No, you wouldn't. You full of
shit. Watch this. Hold on, watch this because I would have blocked them too. Because like, all you're gonna leave it at is just I'm corny. You're not even gonna be constructive about it.
No, he said that shit was corny.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I mean,
there's far worse stuff I've seen people get blocked over. I didn't think I was that big of a deal, so I didn't even know that he blocked me until one day a friend of mine had posted this tweet from Bianca.
Do you constantly tell him that he's corny?
No, it was just one time. That was it. I swear. And I rarely ever use Twitter. It was from the WWE official account. I rarely comment on it, and I just commented and I just said, "Yo, this segment's corny." That's all I said. So then, like the very next day, a friend of mine sent me it was like a tweet that Bianca Belair did, and I guess Bianca did a picture with Montez because her and Montez go to like all kinds of places. But then, like when he sent me the link, I couldn't see it. It was because it was like you were not able to see it. I'm like, what? And then I told him, he was like, "You must be blocked." And I'm like, "Well, whose photo is it? Is it Bianca's photo or is it Montez's photo?" And he told me, "Oh, it's Montez's forward photo." And I was like, "Well, I guess he blocked me then." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." And then he told me, "Like, did you say anything? Did you harass him?" And I just said, "Well, I did say that his segment was corny." And he was like,
There
"That's
you
it."
go.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's it."
What do you
Like,
mean?
I don't
Jade?
think that was worth a
Go.
The Rock was corny when he first started. You didn't see
Yes,
him
he
blocking
was.
I
He's,
mean,
Yeah.
like, he was corny for a very long time, but nowadays, I can
tell you
definitely appreciate the Rock's hustle.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
the
can't,
man.
he
He is the
can't. It's
man.
impossible to be mad at the Rock now. That's why I was looking at this dude that be in the chat with us. Oh, I've got his name. John Jack, I think his name was. Like, I'm like, yo, my
Knuckles.
dude. Yeah. Oh, we already roasted you. You old news. But yeah, like I was like, yo, how could you be mad at the Rock? Because yeah, from before for a very long time, he was very corny. But as of late, especially as of late, this dude hustle game is ridiculous. Like, yo, this dude is like one of the most popular people in the world. How you come from a jobber to being one of the most popular people in the world? Legitimately, it's not like he be coming out
keep it real with
bullshit
you.
ass
The Rock
movies.
was never a jobber.
You said
there's
what,
a big
Scott?
difference. The Rock was never a jobber. He paid his dues, but he was never a jobber. And what I mean is, The Rock.
Hold on, wait. Let Scott, will you finish off? Everybody, let Nate talk after Scott.
Okay. Yeah, so The Rock wasn't a jobber. He was a mid-carder. He started off with the Nation of Domination. The only time you really seen Rock take losses was on house shows. But he was still on the same playing field with Ken Shamrock, Triple H. So he had a hefty run as Intercontinental Champion. Then his time was up. They molded him. He was going to drop the title to Triple H. And then it was his time to go for the WWF title. He was never a jobber, unless you want to say if he jobbed to Steve Austin, I get that. Steve Austin was the number one guy. But The Rock was never in a jobber position.
Yeah, I'll rephrase from that. That's my bad. I'll rephrase for that.
Now, D'Lo Brown, yeah, he was a jobber.
Nah, you
bugging.
D'Lo wasn't a
D'Lo
jobber.
Brown wasn't a jobber. See, now you
D'Lo Brown was dope.
I can't, go over here with that nonsense.
D'Lo Brown was dope.
Bro, D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown.
Because Nathan didn't get a chance to talk yet.
Oh man, Snuggles got me triggered when he said, "I know a guy." That's from Ocean's 11. So anytime I hear that, I know a guy. But anyways, the Rock wasn't a jobber, but the Rocky Maivia character was so fucking cheesy in the beginning, smiling and shit like that. But once he turned the Rock, it was great. So
yeah.
Anyways,
this is my take on it. First of all, D'Lo was one of the few people to ever be European and Intercontinental Champion at the same time. So respect the GOAT. They're one of the best upper mid card guys of all time.
Don't mention that title.
Now, as far as The Rock goes, Rock was never a jobber. But I will say this: Rock was always a transitional champion.
Yeah, hell yeah. He like what's the longest The Rock ever held the belt? Like what? 2 months?
He never held it long. I think that's the one thing about the Attitude Era that either younger fans just forgot or they don't know, that nobody really had long reigns back then. Austin, Rock, Angle, Jericho, Taker, Kane, Triple H.
We don't mention Taker.
Really
He always got his matches interfered.
None of them really had longer reigns. They used to change. They used to play hot potato with the belt like every week. Every single time The Rock had the belt, it was always brief.
The Rock's longest title run was when he won the Undisputed title. He held it for about 130-something days before he dropped it to Leslie. That's his longest title run.
You're right.
That was the summer, basically. That was the summer of 2002. Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. One of the most grittiest matches The Rock ever had was him and Chris Benoit. They went to war. There's a guy named Christopher Benoit.
Benoit. Okay, I know Benoit.
Yeah, Christopher Benoit. That's his name. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
so
ball.
we're gonna call him Benoit because we ain't gonna mention the other name.
But
Or
yeah,
they call him
I
Ben
tell you
Ben
what,
Ward.
though, after what Toph said about Montez Ford blocking him, I should probably be killed. From Montez Ford must have killed me because I was the one praising the fact that Becky Lynch beat Bianca Belair in 26 seconds.
hey man,
Yeah,
the
you
guy's
should be
talented.
you
I'll
should be
give
mad
it-
at
look, the
yourself.
guy's
He
talented.
is
He's got
talented.
charisma.
Hell yeah.
He's got a beautiful wife, but he's got thin skin, bro. He's a bitch. He's a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
He's
I
cool.
won't be
His corny
surprised.
partner.
I won't be surprised if she's giving him rim jobs.
Probably.
Eh?
Yeah.
I won't be surprised. She seems like the type. Like, get your ass over here. Come.
I'm
full
trying to figure
fat
out,
one day.
dude, you got a fine wife and you ain't have a child with her yet, but you have kids. Come on now, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, it
If you
happens.
ain't leaving her, you should have a kid by her right now.
It
You
happens.
never know,
you
man.
know,
Maybe they got some kind of agreement or something. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That happens. Not everybody, that's how
They
it is
have a
sometimes.
career to look forward to.
What
Right.
career?
They
Montez
know that
Ford
their
ain't
jobs
doing
are
nothing.
Amazing. What
important.
career? You can't say that, Scott. Like, as a matter of fact, she really got to take off, especially when it comes to designing. Like, she really don't need WWE.
No,
She can
she's
still,
fine.
like, really let
Montez
go.
Ford has a
Like,
lot of
He ain't
potential.
gonna do nothing. He's not gonna be a major title guy. I'm sorry.
People always
What do
always
you
say the
mean?
same
He has
thing
a.
about.
You don't know that.
I
I think
people,
Montez Ford is gonna go far. I do think
I
he's
was,
gonna
I,
go
I
far.
was
Why
gonna
did
say
everybody cut
people
off?
always say the same thing about people say the same thing about Adam Cole and Britt Baker, but it's like, bro, like not only is she a wrestler, she's a legitimate dentist. Like, so that's a lot to give up to be a mom. You know what I mean? So, some girls, some not every girl does it, but but some girls may have it in their head, oh, they want to have a kid by so and so age, and then some girls it just happens. So
Hey, they better be like Lacey Evans, pop them out early.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl right there, Lacey.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah,
gonna
they
ring
should
her
have always been a
crazy
bad bitch though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Athena's always been
She
beautiful.
She's just
different.
like corny as hell. Like always said from before, she should have been on that Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat type shit. I'm glad they I guess they about to start exploring that character. Like
yeah, she's just cringe. Like she was done wrong. Like she was done wrong by WWE. I will acknowledge that, but like at the same time, like she was never going to be a Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion because she can't talk and she's cringe as fuck. So she's going to have to find a character that actually makes sense. Because when I first saw Ember Moon on NXT, I was like, well, okay, well, who is Ember Moon? What is your character? And she didn't have one. She could have great matches, but she didn't have a character. And I remember they were like, oh, well, she's the battle goddess. I was like, okay, well, what the fuck is the battle goddess? Like, what exactly is your character? And just the way she carries herself, like, I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, the way that she carries herself, she just looks like a chick that you'd see, like, at a cosplay event, like MomoCon, Dragon Con, stuff like that. And
what's wrong with that?
I'm not even trying to be a bully. I'm not even trying to be a bully. I know all you, every single guy in here, you've all had a moment like this. Ember was so cringe. I did not research her at all. Like I swear, I did not research her. She was so cringe. I was like, her husband's got to be white. Her husband's got to be white. And I remember like one of the takeovers, her husband and her family was there, and it was the whitest dude I've ever seen. And I was like, I knew it was a white boy because I was like, because if she had a brother as a husband, he would have gave her some charisma or something, like some kind of character, some ideas, like, hey, babe, you got to do this, you got to do that. But anyway, she was really talented. She got done wrong by WWE. I wish her nothing but the best in AEW, but like her problem was never her in ring. Her problem is her character. I have no clue who the fuck Ember Moon is. I still don't know who Ember Moon is.
She's the Black Xena. I told you, she's the Black Xena.
Her problem was Asuka. When you had a talent like Asuka, you really think they was gonna let somebody beat Asuka, which was the smartest thing. So I was pissed off when they made Asuka tap out to Charlotte Flair.
Hell no. That's the right move.
Oscar, now give me your hug.
I wasn't mad. I wasn't
You
mad
are ready for Oscar. Come give me your hug. Let's go to the club.
No, I
Charlotte was
wasn't. I
ready.
wasn't mad that Asuka lost. I was mad at two things. One, when Charlotte made Asuka tap out, she did not work
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
Asuka's
talking
leg.
about.
But when Charlotte beat Asuka, she did not work on Asuka's leg the entire match because Charlotte is a horrible storyteller. And the second thing was Charlotte beat her just for Carmella to cash in the following week, so they wasted Asuka's streak. So what was the point? You beat her
I
just
mean,
to take
hold
the
on.
belt off her.
You,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you don't have to work on her leg the whole match for the figure eight to really kill you.
You should, bro.
But
Yeah, but
Ric
someone
Flair
did.
did.
someone
Bret
like
Hart
Asuka
did.
who hasn't
Bret
lost
Hart
in
did, yeah.
500 days, you make her
Because
tap
you
out.
already know what happened with Charlotte Flair. She's off the market, buddy. What happened?
Whatever.
Yeah, I
What
felt some type of
happened,
way about that.
Man,
That's
Brett,
okay.
Brett and Rick used to do it all the time. I remember all the moves. The little move Brett
Man.
would do.
Yo, hold
Flair
on.
would do
No,
when he would put your-
hold on, y'all. Like, yo,
Yeah.
Charlotte's off the market, Snugs. What happened?
I know Andrade
It's
about
okay.
to. Andrade
Bailey's still
about to
available.
hot caliente.
Ah, your queen is
Bailey's
gone.
still available.
Hey,
Eh,
hey,
Your
Snugs.
queen is
Did
gone.
hey, Snugs. Did
She's
you
off the
cream when you
market.
saw Charlotte in that wedding dress? Did you cream
I'll
yourself?
tell you what, even through all that marriage and stuff, I still believe I have a chance because I know that she likes Hispanics.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
She
be
already got
honest.
it Friday.
Anyway,
for-
to correct Snugs,
For what
Snugs,
I have
don't-
seen
I don't-
in the what I seen in the on the Instagram videos of her wedding, yeah, Charlotte's a freaky freak, and she'll be pregnant by the time she comes back. So she'll be gone.
Dude,
for
she
another year.
can dance some salsa, but I'm telling you, bro, she's not going to get pregnant right now. I think she's
Yes,
going
she
to still
is.
give it some time.
Anyway,
Yo,
to
Snugs,
correct Snugs.
even if he got a chance, he like, please don't get pregnant. I'm just saying you got married, but please don't get pregnant.
Nah, bro. I gotta correct Snugs here. I don't know, man. Snugs, when you get time, you need to boot up Peacock and watch some matches, man. You know the spot where Rick and Brett would put your leg on the bottom rope and they would do like the atomic drop. The spot.
No,
where
I'm not
Brett
saying
would
they
grab
don't
your
do
leg.
that. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
in
I'm
Charlotte's
saying
case,
Charlotte
in that
doesn't
match,
do that.
you don't have to. It's not the worst thing in the world to not do it, but
Of course,
know,
you have
it's not
to.
like-
It's a submission
I'm
hold.
not gonna
Brett didn't
take-
just put
I'm not
you in
gonna-
the sharpshooter.
I'm not going to take that move or that one match and be like, well, she's the worst storyteller that ever existed.
She is a bad
She
storyteller.
is.
She's a great wrestler. She's very
She's a
athletic,
great
but she
storyteller.
can't tell stories to tell her fucking life.
Her
She's
promos
good.
are cringe, but it can't get more
Her
cringe. than
promos are
Becky
not
Lynch.
cringe.
You never
Yes,
Becky Lynch
ever.
is not even
Please,
cringe.
please show me one Bret Hart match. Show me one high caliber Bret Hart match where he just puts you in the sharpshooter. He never did that. He built it up the whole match.
I'm not
That's what
saying
you're supposed to
I
do.
never said it. I'm not saying that he never did that. I'm saying that in Charlotte's case, in that match, I mean, it was okay. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No,
I'm just saying,
not
like
when-
in
not
Charlotte's
when you
case,
build a strong winner like Asuka. You just don't beat her like that. You're supposed
Yeah.
to pin
But,
her or something.
Like, wasn't she
yeah,
under
but it
for, like,
still doesn't
what,
make her the
a year
worst.
and a half?
Yeah.
No,
And then they wasted
no,
it.
Asuka
And then they
was
wasted it. They
undefeated for
had
almost
Charlotte beat
2
her.
years.
They had Charlotte beat her just for the Iconics to jump her, and then Carmella jumped in the following SmackDown. So they wasted the streak. WWE
No.
loves to talk about how Goldberg's streak was wasted. They wasted Asuka's streak, and I'm still
'Cause
pissed
that,
off
was-
about it to this
'cause
day.
that was Vince McMahon being petty. He
Right.
has. Let me tell you, Vince McMahon has animosity for his son-in-law because he didn't think that Triple H would be a better booker and a better executive than his golden boy Bruce Pritchard.
Right.
So everybody
Right.
that was getting
Yeah.
over, Vince made sure he buried them. And who's the first one he buried? Well, not Oscar, Kevin Owens and Oscar.
Like, this is what he did, right? So, you know, when NXT was doing great on the network, mind you, Vince is like, okay, so you ready for the big leagues? I'm just gonna throw you right in front of AEW while these motherfuckers is piping hot. And it's like, yo, of course NXT is gonna lose. You know how much momentum AEW is coming with? They got momentum from the who was that? The All In before they got that TV deal.
Yeah, all in.
Yeah, AEW had a shitload of momentum, and this dude, Vince McMahon, just threw NXT to the wolves.
Yeah. And then
For
you had
no
Jericho
reason.
on
Like
top.
when NXT went on USA, they was done. That was the beginning of the end.
Pretty much.
Man, they were done when Cody had his 5-star match with his 48-year-old brother.
Word, that's like one of the best matches they ever had on AEW. Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Them motherfuckers work like forget about it.
And Dusty was 50 years old, which I think, man, look, if I was a booker, I don't care I don't care how Dustin feel about it. I don't care if Dustin is a champion for 30 days. Make him a transitional champion. But you know what? I'll be like, look, you put in work. I watched you as a kid. Your night is gonna be a full gear, and you're gonna win the title. And if I don't care that you're gonna take it down or not. I spoke to one of my top guys. They giving you the title. End of story. But
here's the thing, though. When would that happen? Because as of right now, hold on. As of right now, we all know Punk is a champ, right?
Oh,
Punk ain't losing that belt no time soon. Punk is losing that belt next year.
And I tell you who he's gonna lose.
All right, hold on, my dude. Give me a second. Now, if that was the case, that means it'll be an extra year added on to Dusty Rhodes' Goldust career. Like you got to think of that too. Like it's a nice Cinderella fantasy story, yeah, but that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. I already know who I'm calling it right now. Eddie Kingston is gonna drop CM Punk.
I think before all this MJF shit happened, he was going to beat Punk, but I don't know anymore.
If you are a smart executive person, you will give the title to Eddie Kingston. Yeah, Eddie Kingston don't have the look. Mick Foley didn't have the look.
Nah, he doesn't.
Judging by that press conference. Tony Khan is drugs.
or he's always on media scrum. They're talking about media scrum.
No, they're saying he acts like a Mark fan more than an owner.
And TK's always on drugs, man.
He's
yo, man, what's up,
you
man?
See his press conference?
Hey, none. Shoutouts to Adam Cole and Britt Baker for winning the Owen Hart tournament. I wonder if they're going to do a sex celebration on Dynamite. And Eddie Kingston, he is the definition of hate for trying to use gasoline in this current economy with the price of gas.
I love
Jericho.
Someone needed to say, I'm sorry, Jericho going around calling himself the Wizard now? Like, come on now.
That shit was funny. I almost fell off the chair at work when Eddie was walking down the ring with that gas can.
I was talking about this with Nate the other day, man. Imagine, man, you would never see it though, because Twitter would be fucking offended. Imagine, since Jericho's going to do these wizard segments, okay? Imagine a segment where Jericho's at a voting poll, and he's like, yo, who did you vote for last election? The guy says, I voted for Joe Biden. Fireball. I'm a wizard. And then he pulls out a Trump 2024 shirt. Oh, my God. That would be so great.
Hey, you know what? The way Biden is, you know what? It's a mixture of both. It's between both of them. I wouldn't get mad if Jericho fireball one of them fans. But let's get back to this Eddie Kingston thing.
He should leave AEW.
No, he needs to stay right where he is.
Go to WWE and start some shit with Undertaker.
No, you do know what his WWE story is, though, right, Scrubs?
What?
Do you know his WWE story, Scrubs?
Yes, I want to hear this.
He had a tryout. He had a tryout at the PC before AEW, and he did a promo, and everybody liked the promo. All the wrestlers liked the promo. Triple H liked the promo. Road Dogg liked the promo. X-Pac liked the promo. Everyone liked it except Bruce Pritchard. So Bruce Pritchard walked up to Eddie and he said, Mr. Kingston, I don't really understand your character. Who is Eddie Kingston? And Eddie said, a Tupac fanboy. And Bruce Pritchard said, who's Tupac? And Eddie just got the fuck out of there. He left.
Yeah, I believe you. I fucking believe you.
True story.
Wow.
I believe you.
Jim Cornette just said that right now, Eddie Kingston's following is looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, That don't mean he's Stone Cold Steve Austin, but if he has a following, you jump on that. Eddie
Yo, on
Kingston
some
will
real
be the
shit, now
top
I
seller.
think of it. Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
Eddie Kingston will be the top seller. He brings heat. He brings passion. Like, I would see some barn burners right now. Like, wrestle to his limits. But let him loose. Let him loose against Daniel Bryan. Let him loose against Adam Cole. Let him loose against CM Punk. That's the biggest one. Let CM Punk have his shine. But we already know MJF is not going to be the one to win that title. This is the opportunity. Put the title on Eddie Kingston after a year-long thing. Then, after Eddie Kingston has a couple of 5 matches, he might win one pay-per-view event, then drop the belt to Wardlow. Because Wardlow is going to be Batista.
Yeah,
not
right,
anymore. I really did think that MJF was gonna beat Hangman or Punk, but yeah, not anymore after whatever's going on with him.
Wardlow was cheesy when he punched all 500 of those security guards.
No,
That would kept entering the cage.
What you said, Nate?
No, honestly, I think MJF's going to win the title from Punk, and he's going to prove that he's worth his contract if he wants to get an extension when it runs out. But I think in the end, Darby Allin's going to beat MJF and get the fuck out of here. MJF, go to WWE and fuck off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Darby Allin gonna
after
be
that,
the
you have
champ.
Wardlow take it off of Darby Allin. I think that's how they're going to go with the title.
The way I thought it was going to go at the very beginning of the year, I figured Hangman would lose it at Double or Nothing or All Out to MJF, and then
Hangman trash, man. I'm glad
MJF would lose it to Darby sometime next year, and then Darby would lose it to probably someone like Wardlow or Miro or
First of
something.
all, Darby should never touch that belt. Ever.
Exactly. If you're going to give
Jeff
the belt
Hardy
to
touched that
Darby
belt.
Allin, might as well give it to Jungle Boy.
Yeah, thank you. They really might as well give it to Jungle Boy, too.
Why? So you don't like Jeff Hardy because he had the belt?
No, I don't like Jeff Hardy.
Well, the kids do.
Darby's
Kurt
like a
Angle's kid.
franchise player. Darby's franchise AEW. They're going to give him the title.
You got to cater to the kids, dude.
No,
Yeah.
Hardy
no,
had
No,
it.
you know what? I feel you. I definitely feel you because you
Darby Allin is
somebody that
overrated.
you don't like. If you want to conduct a business, you gotta, push people that you don't like. It happens.
Like I
That's
thought
why
Bailey
I
was
said
corny.
Eddie
I
Kingston.
thought Bailey was corny, but the kids loved her, so they
Bailey.
pushed her.
Bailey's never
Bailey
corny.
was never corny. I like Bailey
Dude, her
when
gimmick was
when
hugging
she
people.
was.
That's corny as hell, bro.
No
She could
shit.
hug me any day.
Yes, sir.
Yo, X, you there? Peace.
Oh, boy.
All right, peace and blessings, y'all.
Triple H said hi.
sound real low. You gotta come closer to the microphone or whatever. You sound real low.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Loud and clear.
Iguana. Oh, the iguana.
All right, what's up?
Yeah,
Right.
man. We're talking about the old-fashioned wrestling.
Oh, of course, yeah. As always, yeah. Look, I saw AEW Double or Nothing. I was on a watch party with Heels for Life broadcast podcast. Double or Nothing was off the chain.
It was all right.
Only thing I gotta say is that
It was all right. It was off the chain.
It was all right.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's just too much going on. Like that's the
No,
thing
I'm
that I was
actually
saying.
gonna agree
I didn't
with
watch the
Snugs.
whole thing, but the little bit I watched, it was like, yo, come on, like it's like these motherfuckers be trying to shovel horse into a bathroom stall. It's like
Hell
doing
has
too
pros
much.
Hell has
Oh,
crossed
well,
over. I agree with Snugs. I thought it was just okay.
No, that 10-man tag was off the chain. That was wrestling to me. That was wrestling.
Yeah,
Now,
it was
I got a
Was
okay,
it?
question
but
for you,
I didn't want
sir.
to sit through 3 hours to see
No.
it though. That's some WrestleMania type shit.
It was actually
The
4
one that
hours.
said
Yeah,
the
it
10-man
was
tag.
long.
I got a question for you. Wouldn't Eddie Kingston make a good champion with his energy?
Hell
At the
yeah.
top man, AEW World
And then the
Champion.
bell rings.
It's funny. Okay.
No, for real shit. Like I would not mind seeing this dude like Eddie Kingston on some Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. I know he's not from Brooklyn, but have him
He's
like on
from
some
Yonkers.
but have him on some Puerto Rican from Brooklyn type shit. Have my dude Danny Rivera, I think his name, my dude Limelight
Oh yeah.
from MLW. Yeah, have him with them.
Yeah.
Have them there cutting promos school.
That's where I thought it was going. I thought they were gonna show up, but instead the Fight Club dudes.
I wouldn't mind that. I really wouldn't mind that. Just have them like a nice little 2-month reign. The promo game would be insane if they were to have these motherfuckers. And I would even throw this dude in there from Acclaim. I throw the dude from Acclaim up in that clip. Have 3 of them motherfuckers. Have the dude Eddie Kingston, Danny Rivera, and Max Caster.
Yeah.
Have them as a motherfucking a crew.
Put the titles on
Have them all from Brooklyn. Have 3 of them from Brooklyn. And hold on. And I gotta bring my dude. What's my dude name? Mr. Smokes, Mr. Julius Smokes.
Oh yeah.
Have him with them too. What? Yeah. I would be down with that, but they want to let no shit like that rock because they're like, oh my god, they're too ghetto. They can't represent my company.
Now hold up, Sam, man, hold up. Now you're forgetting TNT is the same network that legitimately had Conan say, yo, toss my salad every week.
Exactly. Tony Khan would work with Eddie Kingston. I'm telling you, get Eddie Kingston now before he fizzles out.
You know what I was thinking? If you're going to give Eddie Kingston the AEW title, you got to have Santana and Ortiz have the tag team titles to make it work. I think you need some kind of group like that.
Bring all of them through. Bring all of them through.
Yeah.
Bring,
I'm curious now, legitimately.
Bring Danny Rivera. Bring Max Caster. Bring all of them motherfuckers and just have them from Brooklyn.
Yeah, we need something like that.
I'll call them the Brooklyn Zoo. That would be
the whole group.
The Brooklyn Zoo.
I'll be honest, I never legitimately thought
he's from
of the
Yonkers,
idea
man.
of,
you can't call him the Brooklyn
So what? Like Kamala wasn't from the deep jungles of Africa.
DMX is from Yonkers, but he put New York on the map.
They made this shit work.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I never really saw Eddie as a title guy. I saw him more like kind of like Piper, because Piper never had a belt either, but he never needed one because he was Piper. That's kind of how I see Kingston. But at the same time, I'm not against your idea.
But you know what though? What Kingston needs is some wins.
18-year story. If his story would be the 18-year win, the 18-year journey.
Right. I
Eddie needs to start.
That perspective.
Eddie
Kingston's kind of like Kingston's like a guy that doesn't need the title, but he deserves it. He doesn't need it.
He has to start winning.
I guess if AEW did that, it would be their version of like when WWE did the Kofi Mania thing, because Kofi was like, how many years had Kofi been in there at that point? Like what, 12, 13
15
years? Something like that. He had been there for a while, so
13.
The dude cut a promo on a bag of Sour Patch Kids. I mean,
don't forget, Jericho cut a promo on a drone.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you're gonna seriously do Eddie, then he would have to either beat Punk or MJF. Probably Punk.
It's gonna be Punk because honestly, I feel like that promo he did with CM Punk, there was some truth to it. To me, CM Punk comes off as a snake backstage.
Yeah, he's a snake. Period. CM Punk is a snake. I think he's always been a snake.
He's yelling all the time with his. Oh, this guy was dangerous to work with. This guy was horrible.
Nobody talks about Punk or Chicago. That's it. You're dead. That's it.
I think Eddie Kingston just needs to start winning so that way his promos can have more credibility.
Yeah, he does need some wins.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't take Seth Rollins seriously. That's another story.
Well, of course,
but he can recover. He has accolades
tonight with them.
No, but that's different though, because Rollins has accolades and he can live off of that. Eddie Kingston doesn't have shit like Rollins.
Rollins don't need the title.
Yeah, the only accolade Rollins has is that he's cringe as fuck. That's his accolade.
He's not cringe. He's awesome.
No, he is cringe. The reason why he's got
cringe.
accolades because the reason why he's got accolades is because he's been an ass kisser most of his
man, I'm gonna be honest
career.
with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Pound, like in the ring, pound for pound, yeah, Seth's one of the best in the world. But like as a character, to me, Rollins will always be a diet CM Punk.
You know what? You're gonna get blocked by him too.
No. Rollins and CM Punk are nothing alike. I'm sorry.
They're very similar. Rollins has done everything Punk did, but it was nowhere near as cool as Punk. He tried to have like a little.
What?
No.
Who trained Seth Rollins?
I have no
Train
idea.
HBK, Triple H.
HBK.
Yeah, I think HBK.
Let
Was it
me
HBK?
give you
I
the
think so.
comparisons, okay? Let me give you the comparisons between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a poor man CM Punk. CM
Oh,
Punk
my
was an
God.
icon and a legend. CM Punk was an icon, and when CM Punk left Ring of Honor, grown men cried. When Tyler Black left Ring of Honor,
Wow.
nobody gave a fuck. Nobody
Hold on.
cared.
You mean to tell me you
CM
didn't
Punk-
cry when he hit the shit? You mean to tell me you didn't cry when Seth Rollins hit the chair on Dean Ambrose's back?
Nah.
Bro, you weren't even alive when he was in Ring of Honor.
What?
Shut up.
Yo, you
So
stupid.
anyway,
Nah,
No.
so
Anyway.
They only like CM Punk because he went against the establishment. They was tired
Anyway,
of John
let me-
Cena, and he
let
told
me-
the truth about it.
but hell no, motherfuckers they crowd that shit. I thought that shit was stupid because
anyway,
it was
CM Punk-
wrong. Yeah, it was
I
an important
So
moment
CM
in
Punk was in
wrestling
Ring of
history.
Honor.
It wasn't
He
a
left-
I cried when they didn't give the
I
title
got-
to Mark Henry.
Hold on, wait. Like that wasn't a important part or a trademark in wrestling history. But I just thought it was stupid because remember around that time, the Shield was dominating. They beat Evolution. There was no reason for Seth Rollins to turn on the Shield. But it made for a monumental moment. So whatever.
But they were in it.
Well-
But people were hyping that up because they were like, "When's the Shield gonna break up? When are they gonna break up?" And then eventually they ended up breaking up.
Anyway, you guys
all
didn't
due
let
to
me-
Triple
You
H.
guys let me finish.
No,
was saying
Triple
that
H
they're
told
both-
all three of them was like, look, y'all need to venture on your own. This Shield thing is cute, but I can make money off all three of y'all. And
They
I
broke
gotta
them up
split you
because
up.
of classic Vince. That's why Vince is always looking for the next singles guy.
We love
That's
Vince.
why tag teams are shit in WWE.
No, we don't. Yeah, but no, Topa's right. That's why they broke up the
Triple H
Shield
said hi.
because Triple Bitch. I hope his deep hit gives out.
And that's the reason. And if anything, that's the main reason. That's what really hurt the New Day, because when Kofi won the title, everybody kept waiting for the split that never came. But the New Day's never gonna break up because they make too much
I was
merch money.
waiting for Big E to turn heel.
Right, and that never happened. So
And
Well,
don't
'cause
talk
he's
bad
gonna go
about
back with the
Triple
New
H. He's married to my baby mama, man.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Married to your baby mother.
She a
Yeah,
hoe.
I love me some Stephanie. Even though
Yeah, I love
she hooked
Stephanie.
up with the Macho Man, that's okay.
We don't know that for sure. Well, maybe it is
You
true,
know
but either
that.
way,
No, she
she's like,
did hook up with the Macho Man. She gave him a
I'm
blowjob
sorry.
when she was 16.
Stephanie
That's okay.
is a freak. Stephanie was on Howard Stern show talking about she likes the A beads. She's a freak.
The
Stephanie's
AB?
very handsome. And she's
Ain't no
very
beat.
handsome.
Yo, you
She's a freak.
stupid. Stephanie McMahon is handsome.
Nah, you tripping.
Nah, man, she's very handsome.
Stephanie McMahon is a hoe.
Nah, you wildin'.
Straight up.
Stephanie McMahon, like especially when it came to like 2000, like the in between
2002.
like 99 and 2001, around that era.
2003 when she
I would
got
say
hot.
99 to 2000
what the
and
fuck?
what? 2009 maybe.
No, 2003 when she was the GM. That's when she was smoking hot.
Yeah,
She's
she
very
was
provocative.
bad as
Ooh.
fuck around that
And
time.
then after she became a mom, she became very handsome. So, you know.
Word, like she was like, I ain't gonna lie.
She's almost 40. She's almost 50. Give her a
Her
break.
tits
Yeah,
is on
bugging, yo.
her tits is in her underarms.
Hell
I'm just
no,
saying, I
she's
just
fine
think
as hell right
Like
now.
nowadays, nah. But from before,
Yeah.
we spoke about
Right
that.
now, she's still hot.
No,
It's the
she's still a
genes,
hoe.
man. A lot of Irish and white ladies, they don't age very well. Just ask Sarah J. I
I'm
went
starting
there.
to question your taste in women.
Sarah.
Did you hear why
You're talking about
Stephanie
Seth-
left because of Nick Khan?
Probably
Yeah,
so,
so
yeah.
what?
You know what?
Alright,
Nick Khan
Well,
was
hold on,
trying-
wait, what you
no,
saying, Nate?
there's resentment.
I said
because,
Stephanie took a time off because of Nick Khan. She doesn't like
Yeah.
Nick Khan. I'm
Yeah,
like,
man,
here we
they
go.
about to shut. You about to shut shit down, B.
Yeah, I know.
You about to shut it down, B.
What are you talking about?
Yo,
What are you talking
you
about?
got that company like a fish.
Yeah, the
No.
mouse. Get ready. The mouse is coming,
you-
guys. The
The
mouse.
mouse
Come
is
on,
coming.
you gotta look at it like this. Stephanie feels some type of way. She's supposed to take over that company with Triple H, but Vince McMahon is being
What are you
stubborn
talking
that
about?
he is. He ain't gonna get when Vince McMahon dies. Triple H and Stephanie's supposed to
What are you
take
talking
over
about?
that company.
You talking about
This is
Stephanie
why she's
Stokes.
stepping away
She's
with the
taking a break.
Stephanie McMahon. But now that Nick
She said,
Khan
no,
came
she
in,
stepped
they
away
talking
because
about,
the investors were grilling her.
No, Nick Khan.
Nick Khan.
Investors were grilling her. It says it.
Nick Khan.
No, it's Nick Khan.
So
It's
so
Nick Khan.
Yeah,
That's
but
what-
for that
every
shit that
so every investor is Nick Khan.
No,
yes,
Nick Khan has all
Vince
the power.
McMahon's giving total control to Nick Khan.
Okay,
He's
so
going
what
to-
happened was Stephanie is taking a break because she was being grilled by the investors about her basically her work on the what you call that shit, the AD cells. I think that's what it's called, AD cells. She's basically
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's getting
You
grilled
put
off
him
the
in
Nick
timeout.
Khan
Let
cell.
me find out. Snugs is saying too much. See what happens, Snugs? I swear to God, I didn't even do that. I did not do that.
Oh,
Just
so maybe it's
before
his
y'all even
connection.
say anything, I did not do that.
That
Yeah,
was
his
my
connection. His connection might have been. No, here's my opinion. Here's what I've heard was said verbally. A news story came out saying the people were worried about her ability, to run the company. So see, little stuff is coming out little by little. They're saying her ability was in doubt to be an executive now. But I think what it boils down to is Nick Khan is positioning this company to be sold. I think that's why he's doing all this house cleaning.
Yeah, exactly.
That company is going up for sale.
And Vince giving all the power to Nick Khan.
That's
Right,
why
and
Scotty Too Hottie. That's why Scotty Too Hottie. He saw it coming. Last year he was like,
Yeah.
he
I don't
wasn't
think
even
Vince
fired. He
cares.
just
I think Vince wants Nick. I think Vince wants. I think Vince wants Nick to sell that because, like I said, he'll make out like a band. It's not like Vince is hard for money. He don't need it because I think deep down
Oh,
they see
shit.
it writing on the wall. They see
I
it
don't
writing on
think-
the wall.
I don't
the
think
company.
Vince handled the fact that Triple H ran a small show like NXT better than his main roster, and he feels some type of way about that.
And look what happened to NXT now. He took that over and look what kind of shit
No,
that's
he
turned
did
into
that
now.
to destroy. He did that to destroy Triple H and blame everything on
yeah.
him.
2.0
The
is
thing is-
Pornhub now.
Right, but look, yeah, that's the podcast I was on, yeah. But here's the thing, though. So why is Triple H back working full time? So what is his duties now? That's what I want to know.
He's doing business stuff. He's doing PR stuff, and he's basically being Vince's bitch. That's his job now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his job.
I don't even see why you come back knowing if the company's going to be sold soon. I mean, so if the company's sold, his job could get terminated again. So
But understand,
This is
he's
what you gotta
married.
remember.
He's married
So
to
even though
Stephanie.
motherfuckers-
He's trying to be a
Check it.
he's trying to be a family man.
Right.
don't
Here's
mean
the
shit no
thing
more now.
also, right? Check it. This is
Yeah,
the thing,
go
right?
ahead.
Even though these motherfuckers got bread and all, you gotta understand their cost of living too.
Yeah.
Just because motherfuckers got a lot of money, don't mean they could just sit back and just do nothing at all. Because you got all types of expenses, like all that shit. Bills do pile up after a while. If we just sitting around doing nothing, the bills will pile up. So
That's that
that could be a reason why. That could be a reason why Triple H was like, "Fuck that! I don't have to wrestle no more. I paid my dues. I could just sign shit all day and then come home with a fat check. Who knows? That could be the reason too.
Yeah, but
And
also
at the end of the day, Triple H is going to go down as the greatest booker that's not named Paul Heyman and Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, one of the greatest bookers and one of the greatest heels. Triple H. That's what
I disagree with that. Greatest
He's
booker?
one
No.
of the greatest heels ever. You are bugging.
here's the thing.
No, not heels. I said Booker. Booker.
Yes,
Greatest Booker.
NXT
No,
is not
Yes, he's
supposed
one of the
to be
greatest
what it
bookers.
was.
Yeah, of that 2-year period.
No, 5
NXT was on fire.
he didn't book shit. He didn't book shit, bro. All he did was he just poached off the indies. That's all he did.
No, he
didn't book
ran
anything.
NXT.
All right, so who was the one that was booking those stories and the matches? Who was
There
it?
were no
Triple H.
stories. He booked them exactly as they were, and they came in exactly as they were. He did not do anything.
What do you mean
new.
there
He
was
did not
no
create anyone
stories?
new.
Wait, slow down, wait.
All the stories that he
Slow down.
did were already done.
No, not the
No,
Bobby.
no,
not
we're
Bobby
not gonna do
Roode
that.
and, Johnny
NXT
Gargano
didn't have no
stories.
stories. Are you bugging? What
No,
about
you
the
bugging, bro.
main
Dallas
story?
didn't have no stories.
All he
What
did
about
was
the
he
main
just got
story
the
with
hottest- All he did was he just got the hottest free agents off the indies, and he brought them in exactly as they were. He didn't change anything. He wasn't making anybody new.
What are you talking about?
He taught them how to be sports entertainers.
They weren't sports entertainers. They wrestled the same style of match they did in the indies. Adam Cole wasn't.
Yeah, but they knew nothing about promo. They knew nothing about.
Yes, they did.
Making commercials.
Promo and AEW that he cut in NXT.
They had. Hold on, wait. Let's slow down. Wait, hold on. Gargano and Ciampa was like the best storyline at that time. They didn't come into the WWE in the heated rivalry. Triple H built that rivalry, my dude.
And NXT in his best to me was in the beginning, 2013, 2014, because it was a balance. You had a mixture of indie guys, new guys, and WWE guys. You had Tyson Kidd, who was a WWE guy, but then you also had guys like
I'm talking about after that. I'm talking about around that time.
And then you had like guys like Tyler Breeze. It was a mixture. Once Kevin Owens came in and then Samoa Joe came in after that, it was just Indieville. All it was just Ring of Honor on a better budget.
Nah.
You wild. Fuck.
Nah.
Out of here. You're not even trying to. Nah. It's like you're trying to negate from the fact that
I'm not negating anything. What I'm saying is all he did was he just raided the indies. He didn't do anything. He wasn't booking anything.
Yes, he did.
He didn't have a plan.
What about? Yo, you wildin'.
All he did was the whole shit. That's all he did.
Like, yo, look at the Velveteen Dream. He turned the Velveteen Dream into a fucking star at that time.
Velveteen Dream was like one. He was one of the few new guys that he made.
What do you mean about Adam Cole?
Adam Cole wasn't a new guy. Adam Cole came for Ring of Honor.
Tommaso Ciampa, it don't matter.
Ciampa came for Ring of Honor.
He put him to the next level, my dude.
Shinsuke Nakamura came from New Japan. Kevin Steen came from Ring of Honor. Finn Balor came from New Japan. He didn't make any.
I'm not talking about them though.
I'm talking about the people he made, the homegrown. Big E.
He didn't make any homegrown people. All he made was Enzo, Cass, and Dream. And they both fucked up.
Big E, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
He didn't make Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came from Ring of Honor.
Charlotte Flair.
Oh my God.
What? Oh my God.
Charlotte Flair is homegrown.
Ring of Honor.
Charlotte Flair ain't homegrown. Charlotte Flair is artificial. That's Ric Flair's daughter.
Was wrestling big
that was inevitable.
Come on now.
That was Ric Flair's daughter. So basically, that was
okay.
political.
Listen, I'm not talking about the ladies. Let's focus on the men. Okay, when it comes to the men, okay, from the very beginning of NXT, okay, these are the male wrestlers that were made from scratch, that went on to success. Okay, NXT. Okay, I'm talking WWE homegrown talents. Okay, Big E, that's one. Roman Reigns, that's two. Enzo and Cass, but they didn't work out, which isn't WWE's fault. The Velveteen Dream, that also didn't work out, which again is not WWE's fault. You had Neville, but I don't really count him. He was more of a Dragon Gate guy. If you want to count him, I wouldn't really count him. There was, what's his name, Bo Dallas. I thought he had potential, but he didn't work out. Bray Wyatt, I would count Bray Wyatt, but again, he got fired. So
Husky Harris,
because he's a Triple H guy.
Well,
all his people that got Vince McMahon.
That's not why Bray Wyatt got fired. He got fired because he wasn't working and he wanted to take a break because of Luke Harper and some other issues.
And he was smashing JoJo.
Why do you keep saying that? That's not true.
Well, he was. I mean, he fell in love. They fell in love. They have a kid together and they got married. So he was smashing JoJo.
No, he didn't fall in love. She was dignitized because
Anyway, the point
she
came up with that in the beginning, 2013,
Let
2014, I will acknowledge that Triple H tried. Like you had like Tyler Breeze, you had Enzo and Cass, like he was trying, but like once like Kevin Steen came over and Samoa Joe came over and Nakamura, like around that 2015, 2016 period, Triple H gave up. He gave up.
So Dash and Waller wasn't originals?
Who?
Dash and Waller. FTR. They wasn't originals?
They were indie wrestlers, but NXT gave them like the biggest stage they ever had. If you want to count them, you can count them.
Then.
All right,
That's exactly.
so if
he's trying his best in the game. Yo,
What I'm saying is,
get
gave
the fuck out of here, Tom.
He gave up the goal, bro.
If you're
He
gonna
gave up
say
the
that,
goal.
then you might as well say Ultimate Warrior was a territorial guy. Nobody.
That's
gets their
also
name
true.
And
Vince didn't make anybody either. He rated the indies. We talked, well, not the indies.
no,
he
Vince
rated the
made Ultimate
territories.
Warrior. I'm
Vince
sorry.
made Stone Cold.
Vince made the Undertaker.
Well,
Bruce
Hold
Prichard
on,
made the
okay.
Undertaker.
Stop right there.
Vince didn't
Now
make
you
Stone
crossed the
Cold. Paul
line.
Heyman
Nobody
made
made the
Stone
Undertaker
Cold.
but
Bruce
himself.
Prichard did make the Undertaker. If it wasn't for
You
Bruce
can't
Prichard,
make the
there would be no
Undertaker if you're human.
What the?
Hey, look, Paul Heyman made Stone Cold from ECW.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
that's where
Stone
Stone Cold came
I thought that the era in WWE where Vince made the most original from scratch guys was that OVW 02, like Cena, Orton, Batista,
Kane?
Lesnar, Shelton, all those guys. Like
Kane, yeah.
that's probably like the era where you have like the most homegrown
Rock?
people.
Rock.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to count Rock, sure, I'll count him. Sure.
Kane.
What
Farouk?
about Keith Lee?
Kane,
JBL?
Keith Lee. No, Keith Lee.
Farouk,
Keith Lee
you
was
can't say
already
Farouk. He was in
established.
WCW. Simmons.
JBL?
Yeah.
What I will
JBL
give
was
Triple H
there for
credit
like
for,
forever. Maybe
y'all
open there
y'all
like
call
that.
Triple H a great booker. What I will give Triple H credit for is I will say that he booked probably the greatest women's division I've ever seen. When he was there, the women's division.
Kevin Nash?
So even if you say that, that means he was a great. It's the same thing.
Well, I think he did a great
Look
job with
here,
the
I know. I
always
just
be
think you're
thankful
hating,
to Triple
sir. That's
H
what I
because-
think.
because
No,
he
I'm
brought
not
us-
hating. I'm
he
just
brought
simply
us some
saying that he's.
attractive-
Here's the thing, like,
He brought us
he
Sasha
was a
Banks.
good booker.
He brought us
doing
Bailey.
that. He wasn't a good booker doing this, but he was a good booker doing that. That's why he's not one of the greatest bookers. He's still a good booker nonetheless.
Here's what I think about Triple H. The truth, I think that Triple H is more in tune with what fans want in comparison to Vince. I think that I trust Triple H with the product more than Vince, but where he is unproven is that Vince made way more original people from scratch than Triple H did. Because of course
he had like 60 years to do it. Oh my God! Are you kidding me right now? He had like 60 years to do it. Of course, you're gonna create more people. How much years did Triple H have? 5?
He had a lot. He had like 8 years.
I mean, to me, with Vince McMahon, he gets a bad rep, but
we cannot get that comparison. He's been in the game for like 60, 70 years.
Yeah,
of course, he's gonna make more characters than Triple H. He been more characters than anybody in the business.
Yes.
For me, with Vince,
give
my
Triple
thing
H
is,
credit where it's due.
Come on,
my thing with Vince is like he's got to answer to investors too, so it's not like he has complete full say as to how to do everything as far as the show goes. He has to answer to a bunch of people.
Vince, for better or worse, even today, even as an old man, Vince knows how to hit back. Triple H did not at all.
Because he could have. How could he?
He could not make
too much. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
All the AEW's power came from the NXT and the WWE stars that they did not want. Triple H, I guarantee, is getting text messages right now from half of the roster from AEW thanking him every day, saying, I would not be where I'm at if it wasn't for you. That's Adam Cole, that's Kyle O'Reilly, that's Bobby Fish, that is Aleister Black.
Athena, who debuted. Stokely, formerly Biblin's.
Triple H got his karma. That's all I got to say about him.
Yeah.
Why he
I don't deny that. I don't deny that shit. Triple H put in a lot of work, and he also put in a lot of dirt.
Yeah, the only thing I don't forgive Triple H for was not giving the title to Booker T. He should have let him win that WrestleMania match. I won't forgive him for that.
Right, he should have let Sting win that WrestleMania match too.
Right.
No, that was Vince McMahon.
Hell nah. Go ahead and let Sting lose that shit.
That was
hell nah. Your first match. You mean to tell me you've been stiff in the company for so many years, and all of a sudden you get your first match at Mania, and you're gonna win? Huh?
Yeah.
Over Triple
No,
H?
no,
Huh?
check this
Hell
out.
nah.
Yeah, Sting.
I
Yeah,
almost
he's
put,
supposed to win.
wasn't
Yeah.
mad
Sting and
that Triple H
WCW almost put
He's a
Vince out of
legend.
business.
He should have been
You
treated
really-
better than that.
Nah,
I wasn't not mad
Not when you
when
almost
Triple
put
H
the man
beat
out of
Sting.
business. I'm sorry.
I wasn't mad when he beat Sting. I was mad that like after the match, not even an hour later, he was in a suit, no selling the match like it never happened. That pissed me off more than that.
What do you mean?
That
You
was
gotta be an
for,
executive.
for a match
Come on,
we
it's
never
wrestling.
got because they remember they had the whole segment with Rock and Ronda. And
You
that
never put your
happened.
clothes on after a sport game? You know, like after a basketball or you know,
Yeah,
a
but the whole
baseball
thing
game?
was to, but the whole thing was to set up a match that never even happened. So it's just stupid.
Dude, you act like Triple H and Sting had a Hell in a Cell match like Undertaker and Mick Foley had. Come on now. That
Yeah,
was
the only thing
most
that happened
basic
was that
match
Nash tore his quads.
Yeah.
He did that time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, go look at the replay when he was grabbing his leg on the outside of the ring. That's a torn quad.
All I'm saying
Yo,
is,
boy.
all I'm saying is,
That's
I
what
I
don't
didn't
care
even
what
know that.
Sting
Triple H
could have won
went in
that
the
match.
back, did some
Period.
yoga. He did some DDP yoga. Stephanie rubbed him, and he felt better within a couple of hours. Come on.
She probably did more than rubbing, but that's another story.
I bet she do. That's why she got 3 kids with her freaky
Well,
body.
anyway, man, y'all can have all the love for him as I want. He got his karma, and I'll leave it at that.
No, this
I
is
ain't
see,
gonna love
Ooh.
him.
you're not
All I say is,
you're not hearing.
Who got karma?
This is the thing. Hold on, wait.
Triple H got
Triple
karma.
H.
Here's the thing. Like we all know, and we all agreed on that from before in the early episode. Yeah, Triple H is a piece of shit. He definitely did dirt. But when it comes to NXT, that was something really special. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. And he did make some characters. He could have made more characters if Vince McMahon would have gave them the chance.
Yeah.
His biggest star was going to be Velveteen Dream, but then he got caught up.
You can't just sit there and just shit on it because of the
That
fuck
really
she did.
special thing that you like, Sandman, was coming at the expense of killing indies overseas. They basically killed the UK indie scene, and I say this as someone who doesn't care about the UK indie scene. That's basically NXT UK. They've been over, and they let Vince fuck them in the ass, and Triple H didn't give a shit. And he was trying to do NXT Japan, NXT Mexico. He actually thought it would happen.
Shit, he did that shit with regular NXT. He let Vince McMahon fuck him in the ass. He ain't do shit.
Pretty much. I don't feel sorry for Triple H. Who I feel sorry for is I feel sorry for all the talents who were collaborating.
He's gonna come back.
We could definitely drink to that.
I feel sorry for the fans and Triple H. Dude almost had a heart attack because of it.
No, that's the thing. I don't wish death on him. I definitely don't wish that. But he definitely did his dirt. Like, yo, come on. This
Jock
dude,
Peterson.
let's really be real. This dude was sitting there at work, tongue kissing his side piece in front of his fiance.
Yep.
Hey,
you
yo,
talking
Triple
about
H is good
China?
in my book.
Come on now. You look at China and you look at Stephanie. Who you going to jump to?
Hey, man,
China.
Nate said
But it's all about
we joke around all the time.
Really?
It
Come
all
on.
goes
It's
back
all
to
about
that
respect.
wrestling. It goes back to that Wrestling with Shadows DVD when Brett's ex-wife said, "One day you're going to get yours," and he did.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, up until he just
Let's not forget him debunking a lot of people pushes.
watch. He
Like
gonna
John
get a return
Cena
match.
did. Let's not talk about John Cena did. John Cena is the king of burying people.
My
Mark
favorite
Henry.
Triple H story is my favorite Triple H story is the time when he tried to bury Angle backstage, and then like Pat Patterson called him out, and Triple H shut the fuck up and didn't say anything.
Well,
Honestly, Triple
Pat
H
Patterson?
Triple H couldn't bury Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle.
Oh, you don't know that story,
Hell of a
Sandman?
lot.
Well, no, yeah, you said Pat Patterson wanted to wash up Triple H because of that.
Yeah.
They were.
'Cause
They
Kurt
were
Angle was
booking,
on fire.
They were booking Rock and Kurt Angle because Kurt Angle had a fire year in '99, 2000, and they were thinking about putting the belt on Angle. And Triple H was. This was like one of the earliest examples of him being in a creative meeting. Triple H was trying to say that Angle was too small to be champion, and then Pat Patterson said, "Oh well, so you're saying you could beat him up then?" And Triple H didn't say shit.
He fessed him up.
Probably could.
If you could beat up Brock Lesnar in a wrestling match, a real shoot, Yeah, you might want to be quiet, Triple H. Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
Kurt
yeah.
Angle
won a
went
fucking
after
gold
a
medal.
young Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Perk
Hold
Angle,
up.
he about
In Triple H's defense, Chris Jericho pretty much kicked the living shit out of Goldberg.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, yo, I heard Goldberg got exposed because everybody thought Goldberg was like some legitimate shoot fighter. Maniac.
Him and Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Don't forget Brock. Yeah, I can't forget Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Jericho almost also gave it to Brock Lesnar backstage at one time.
Don't forget about Booker T.
Second of all, I've never heard that before.
Oh yeah,
you didn't hear about that?
Lesnar and Jericho, they had a squabble.
Yeah, they didn't get into a physical fight, but Brock Lesnar backed down. He made Brock Lesnar turn around, like, nah.
All right, now. Wait, hold on. Nate about to say, go ahead, Nate. What you gonna say, Nate?
Oh no! I was just say Kurt Angle won a fucking gold medal with a broken fucking neck. So.
What Snugs is talking about? He's talking about SummerSlam 2016, where they did Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, and Brock decided to bust Randy open hard way. And what happened was Brock did not discuss whenever someone's going to bleed because it's WWE. They tell Vince, okay, we're going to blade or whatever. Brock went into business and he didn't tell Vince what he was going to do. So when Randy was busted open in that match, he was, Brock busted him open hard way for real. So Jericho was like, what the fuck after the show was over. And then Brock went in the back and Jericho thought Orton was really hurt. So he got in Brock's face like, motherfucker, what are you doing? And so then people broke it up. And according to the story, Brock was backing down and Jericho was like, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't actually get into a fight though. So I remember Jericho played hockey.
I heard Rick Rude was nobody to play with either back in the day.
Yeah. Rick Rude, he was definitely about that life. Right. I heard about him.
I like Jericho. Jericho's one of my favorites, but fucking Lesnar would have fucking killed him.
Yeah. Play hockey. You never know, man. You never know about those hockey players.
Nah,
yeah. It'd be a good fight. It'll be a good brawl.
John Cena was another man you didn't see people run up on because he was the strongest man in the WWE.
That guy was a fucking backstab cocksucker.
Mark Henry is.
Sosa.
Yeah. Is it really true that he don't take steroids? John Cena? Is it really true?
Most of his life has been pretty much
natural bodybuilder.
Yeah, he was natural. He was a bodybuilder back earlier in the day.
Yeah, but I heard that he never took steroids at all.
Same thing with Jericho.
Yeah, shout outs to CM Punk for being the only person to bring up Cena's bodybuilding. Remember that? Cena almost laughed when Punk brought that up. That was great.
Shit. So speaking of wrestlers that's in Hollywood, did y'all hear about this dude, The Rock, potentially being the new Captain Jack Sparrow?
Oh my god!
Get out of here, man.
I'm dead serious.
The first thing I thought of was Jack Sparrow's run when he runs he runs very carefully on his toes.
Can I order some Anthrax now or later?
Order some of that shit for me, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all let me know when Sasha Banks goes back on the market, man. I just don't think that dude's the right guy.
You see her, dude. Yeah, so I'm saying, you see her, dude, you know you got a chance. Just like how Andrade's with Charlotte, I'm like, I know I got a chance. She's dating Hispanic.
I've been telling y'all for years,
that's just like I say,
I got a fans.
I got a chance with Jade Cargill if I ever meet him.
Man, I've been telling wrestling fans for years, man. Listen, man, most of these girl wrestlers, they just want regular ass dudes because they want regular dudes because, like, listen, I got heat with this dude, fucking Mike Bennett. The dude that's with Maria, right?
You fucking with everybody in the wrestling business.
Right.
You getting blocked by him too, huh?
So Mike Bennett, right? I had a conversation with Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett is an open cuck. Okay? They got an open marriage. To those who don't know, he's a fucking cuck, right? And so Mike Bennett, he admitted that he's okay with being Maria's husband, and the reason he's like that is because he knows Maria's the best chick he'll ever get. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
That's why these girls get these regular looking dudes, because these attractive girls can get any guy they want. It's like, I'm going to get this regular ass dude because this regular ass dude is going to know I'm never going to get a chick as beautiful as this. So that's why.
Not
Hey, did you
Charlie.
see?
Y'all can hear me?
Andrade.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So, all right,
if I was dating a wrestling chick, I'd interfere in her next wrestling.
Not Charlotte. She got
So,
Andrade.
according to international the news, right? It says the defamation case. Hold on, give me a second. The defamation case brought by actor Johnny Depp against his ex-wife Amber Heard is still ongoing. As a consequence, Disney will not count on Depp the Pirates of the Caribbean project. Dwayne Johnson will replace Johnny's role as Captain Jack Sparrow, as reported in Marca. The Hollywood superstar Depp will no longer be part of the iconic film saga after Aquaman actresses' indirect accusations in the Washington Post. Meanwhile, the company is already looking for possible replacements for this situation. Rumors are rife that Margot Robbie could take on this role in the new Pirates of the Caribbean project. However, there are still doubts about Robbie's incursion.
Well, Dwayne Johnson ain't it, man. I'm sorry.
All I got to say to that, in a more serious note, because I'm always joking around, to all the guys listening, to all the guys in the round table, Amber Heard is proof. Just because something looks nice on the outside doesn't mean it's nice on the inside. Fellas, don't think of your dick, think of your head.
See, that's the thing, too.
Well,
like, he thought the grass was greener, ultimately, when it comes to Johnny Depp. He had a chick with him. He had a woman with him from before that was through the thick and thin and didn't want to marry her. And then, he ended up bumping into Amber Heard, and then he ended up marrying her within, 5 years. He was with his last lady for way more than 5 years, like 18, something like that, a shitload of years. But he bumped into Amber Heard, and they got married within 5 years. And then after that, she just turned into the devil.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If he would have just got with Camille Winbush, he wouldn't have these problems.
Yo, what's up with motherfucking Camille Winbush?
She's a freak.
Oh my goodness. Man.
I'll tell you what, Disney owes Johnny Depp an apology.
Yeah, they will.
He did. I ain't gonna lie, because after seeing that, she was lying basically on everything on the stand about the bruises, the supposed bruises on her back and on her face. They should be licking Johnny Depp's toes. Like, oh, my bad.
Don't worry, guys.
But the thing about it is that
you saw they tried to do Trey Lance that way with Megan, and she lied about getting shot.
But even with all that, though, they're not even going to be held accountable. That's the problem. They're looking for a replacement for Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's like, why are you looking for a replacement when you know that this case is showing that she's lying? You should be not only.
Because they've been wanting to replace him. They've been wanting to replace him.
Don't worry. This is more money, boys. This is exactly what's going to happen. You want Disney to apologize? This is going to happen, man. Disney's going to make their apology at Money in the Bank when Cody Rhodes is climbing the ladder and he's about to grab the briefcase, and Mickey fucking Mouse is going to come out and hit Cody with a chair. He's going to and Mickey Mouse is going to cash in on Nick Khan, and next thing you know, WWE is going to be owned by that goddamn mouse, because the Mickey Mouse always goes over.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor, y'all. Basically,
that'll be the end of WWE.
Disney wins.
Yeah.
Prepared for Disney WWE. Now, on some real shit, I'm telling you, if Disney takes over WWE, they have to build the WWE Hall of Fame and Disney World.
It's
taking over WWE.
It's happening, man.
I know Disney owns everything, but they're not taking over WWE.
Yeah, they will.
They're getting it.
All right.
Disney.
I'll tell you why right now. Because WWE, at some point, there's parts in the year where WWE gets a little edgier. Disney doesn't want that kind of thing. I mean, when's the last time Disney did anything, PG-13 or rated R?
Listen,
they took Nick Cage away from us.
Terminator 2 is the GOAT sequel, but Sarah Connor warned us it wasn't Skynet we had to look out for. It's that fucking mouse. Disney's.
The thing is,
Disney took Nick Cage away from us.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Well, with Disney,
I was starting to like Tilda Johnson, and they took that away from me.
Yeah,
Disney owns too much.
As a matter of fact, I found this out recently. I found this out recently about Family Guy. I knew that Disney absorbed what was it, like Fox Entertainment? Is that what it's called? And so
Family Guy had to tone it down.
Right. So because they absorbed the Fox Entertainment, I found this out recently. You know, like Adult Swim would often have like Family Guy reruns over the years. Well, apparently one of the things that Disney said was that they don't want Family Guy reruns to come on TV anymore because
Lois a freak.
Right, because they have all the Family Guy stuff on their service and stuff. So, and apparently like Cartoon Network and a bunch of other, networks that had like reruns of like Family Guy, American Dad, they're losing revenue on that because Disney's like, no, fuck you, it's ours now. So they want everything, man. They got Star Wars, they got Marvel, they got Fox.
Well, they got ESPN.
ESPN. It's just a matter of time, man.
They shouldn't even own ESPN because ESPN. Well, the thing is like when you take real life sports and you take actual, real life trash talk, they want to stop that now. Now, if you know, it's like in all sports, the athletes are more sensitive and shit like that because Disney's helping that. They're pushing that bullshit that you can't say what you really want to say on the field, even though you're not mic'd up, because it might hurt someone's feelings.
And then you got Dwayne Wade out there pushing the agenda. Talk about, I don't want to play the lead role in the husband. I don't lead.
Yeah, that shit is. You know what it is? You know the thing is, like, it's just like, yo, my dude, if that's what you want to do in your relationship, cool.
Don't
like, why you have to broadcast that? Why does he keep trying to promote, being a cuck? It's like that's what he promotes. He promotes like, basically a man. It's okay for a man to be, the pussy of the relationship. What may have you? If that's what you want to do, cool. That's on you. Why does it always got to be broadcasted? I don't understand.
That's why I wasn't feeling AEW when they signed that one dude who acts like a girl. Like, bruh.
Have you seen Multiverse of Madness?
Who that? Ooh.
That one dude that hangs out with the baddies. The one that do the splits and on it. He's
talking about damn.
Who, Red Velvet? What are you talking about?
No. Red Velvet's perfect.
What the fuck? Damn, I forgot the name.
Kira Hogan?
No. This is the actual guy who he is.
Guy.
Openly gay.
I know what you're talking about. What the fuck the motherfucking name is again?
Who, the new guy they just picked up?
No, he's original.
The transsexual.
No, he's not a transsexual. That's different. I'm talking about the guy. He's actually a man, but he's feminine. He wears.
You talking about Sonny Kiss?
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Oh,
that's a transsexual. That's what I just said.
No, he's not a transsexual. He just he portrays himself as a man, but he is openly gay, and he's
feminine. I know. Sonny. Sonny's a regular.
I don't know. Like, I guess. A dude that wants to be a female, there's no disrespect.
Wait. I know Sonny. Sonny's a regular down here in Atlanta. He goes to the gym all the time. He's a dude. He's just gay. He's very, respectfully gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to throw those shots.
But don't be twerking in the ring now. I'm sorry.
Look, Goldberg is pinching Ray Ramon's nipples, and motherfuckers was supporting that shit.
When Darren Young came out openly,
and I wasn't with that either. Like, I'm like, all right now, Goldust. Why you pinching Ray Ramon's nipples?
When Darren Young came out,
Velveteen wanted to do more of that. Remember that one segment with Aleister Black where he got on his knees, doggy style position, and they told him,
Nah, you don't have to do shit like that.
He's influenced by Dennis Rodman. That's all that is. Velveteen Dream idolizes Dennis Rodman.
Yo, Velveteen Dream, I'm telling you, man, he would have been on the next level right now. And that's the thing, he didn't have to do the shit that Goldust did. Like, he was really like Prince. He was like the wrestling Prince. You had the Honky Tonk Man.
Dennis Rodman versus Joe Budden.
Huh?
Dennis Rodman versus Joe Budden. Greatest, one of the
craziest
greatest
part
match
about
in,
Velveteen
in,
Dream
in
is
NXT.
the craziest part about Velveteen Dream. He discovered Prince the day he died. Crazy.
Mm.
And he carried it.
Yeah,
He
yo.
mixed that into it.
Tell you, it just sucks. And you know what's the real crazy part is that case wasn't even solved. All wrestling aside, let's on some real shit. Because
All it takes is
what
a
if
sexual
what if
scandal.
Velveteen
They want
Dream
no
did what
parts
he
of it.
did? What if
That's the thing.
Velveteen Dream really did what he did, and that that those kids or whatever, they got affected by what he did?
He probably did. But the thing is, WWE said we don't need that type of backlash, so they had to let him go. And he wasn't getting.
No, actually, when he first got accused, they still kept him because Triple H liked him.
Yeah.
Triple H wanted to work with him. It
But
was
Vince
his,
said, let
it
him
was
go.
his
He gotta
backstage
go.
attitude. That's
Yeah,
what they got tired of.
And Vince said he gotta
be
go.
annoying.
Vince he said he gotta go. You ain't messing up my millions or billions. So yeah.
Hey, that thing with Johnny Depp, I just want to chime in really quick. You know what they're going to fucking do if they don't get Johnny Depp back for Caribbean? They're going to have a female fucking Jack Sparrow character. I mean, come on.
That's
They're fucking
okay.
having a female James
Has
Bond.
everybody
Bring back Elizabeth
has everybody
Swan.
seen
We'll be all right.
Has everybody seen Multiverse of Madness?
Hell yeah.
I'll check that out. Yeah.
Oh fuck! So I can't make this point.
Episode on that,
but I wanted to make this point because Disney kind of pissed me off when you think about I understand that women should get prominent roles and should get lead roles and stuff like that, but I am not in favor of a female Bond. And if you look at the way how Wanda in Multiverse of Madness, how she went about killing people, she killed the men first and left the women to fight last. And I'm like, why?
I totally agree. I don't think there should be a black James Bond. I totally agree. There should not be a black James Bond. Remember they tried that nonsense?
I don't mind a black James Bond.
Yeah,
it depends.
Black James Bond.
All right, Sam. So since we're talking about pirates, man, I gotta get this off my chest. This has got nothing.
Go ahead. We're gonna talk about movies real quick. Yeah,
they can have a Muslim. They can have a Muslim James Bond.
All right, let me get this off because I've been holding this.
Go ahead. Talk your shit.
All right, this is what really pisses me off about Disney, right? And this has pissed me off for a long time. And this shit with Johnny Depp is bringing it back on the forefront, right? So Disney today is like this gargantuan, empire when it comes to like live action stuff. But if you trace the origin of the success of Disney live action back to the beginning, it takes you back to the Pirates movies. See, before the Pirates movies, they didn't really do live action stuff. Most of the live action stuff they did was like straight to TV. Remember, anybody that's old enough, y'all might remember when the live action in Cinderella they did with Brandy and Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Whitney Houston
a lot of things actually like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Disney was more into like animation, and most of their live action stuff was like just straight to VHS or whatever. They really
and
didn't
Disney
have anything
was into
that,
homosexuality.
Pardon?
Look at Disney also did adult and homosexuality. Look at some of them old Disney movies. They're not clean. So they're hypocrites.
Right. Well, when you look at the movies, like when it comes to like box office numbers, what really opened the door was the Pirates movies. And what's crazy about the Pirates movies is like when you look at that same era of the 2000s, most like long franchises were based off a novel or a book, like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or like whatever. But the Pirates movies were just based off a theme park ride, and they really opened the door for live action. Here's the crazy part too.
And it was dark. They showed people getting hung in that movie.
Right. And the other crazy part too is you would think that, well, surely before the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, there had to have been some pirate movie that made money. I looked it up. There is only one movie dealing with pirates that actually did good in the box office, Muppet Treasure Island with Kermit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I love that movie. So anyway, the Pirates movies really opened the door for Disney. And what pisses me off was once they got that door open, they just threw it in the trash. And it triggers the fuck out of me, and it's triggered me for a long time. And then after the Pirates movies finished, you started seeing live action Alice in Wonderland, live action Beauty and the Beast, live action Aladdin, live action Lion King. The next thing you know, they purchased or they absorbed Lucasfilm, so now they have Star Wars. Then they absorbed Marvel Entertainment, so they got
Netflix.
Marvel, the MCU.
Yep.
So the
We lost the
success of
Punisher
the
and Luke
MCU
Cage.
and Star Wars, it's only here because of the pirate stuff. So to see Disney just treat it like shit, and to see Disney ignore what's going on with Johnny Depp, even though it's very fucking clear that Amber Heard is lying, they're big. Johnny, listen, if Disney live action was a fucking ship, Johnny Depp would be the anchor because he was the first person that fucking all respect to Robbie Downey Jr. as Iron Man, all respect to Chris Evans as Captain America. All those guys are great, but fucking Johnny Depp's portrayal as Captain Jack Sparrow, he's what started this money train that Disney is still milking to this very fucking day. And it pisses me off.
And Disney didn't even give Stan Lee what he really, really deserved. That Stan Lee family needs to sue Disney because all that money they made off of Avengers, Infinity War, all that, if it wasn't for Stan Lee, none of this would have happened. So I honestly think
especially
Stan Lee-
Endgame.
Disney.
Endgame made, wasn't Endgame up there with Titanic?
No. First it was
Endgame was up there
the
with
first
Titanic.
Infinity War
and Avatar.
was at Titanic, then Endgame. But it was really Black Panther that sold the actual most.
And that's
I know. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know Black Panther was
That was why Black Panther had such a small role in Infinity War because they were filming Black Panther and they filmed part of Infinity War at the same time, and Black Panther had such a small. Let me rephrase that. Wakanda had such a limited role because they didn't think that Black Panther was going to be that successful. They saw.
Them black people showed up. They supported.
Exactly. They realized too late how impactful Black Panther was, and unfortunately, after he passed away, now the sequel's fucked. So, I don't know what they're going to do now.
I wish Disney would just stop trying to own shit they shouldn't be owning. What the fuck you owning ESPN for? Why the fuck is you owning shit that is supposed to be for adults that aren't for kids? And then when you go and own the shit, and then when you go and own the shit for adults, you're gonna try to PC and PG the fuck up on that shit. You can't do that.
That's the thing. When you're in business, having a monopoly.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait. When it comes to business, having a monopoly is a part of business.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers, they will just buy shit just to have it.
Just to have it, and then they can charge whatever they want.
Yeah, but what if Disney owned Deadpool? Or Disney doesn't own Deadpool, right? No, Disney doesn't own Deadpool. Fox does.
They got Deadpool.
Oh, they do not?
Yeah, Deadpool.
That's all Marvel.
The only one they don't own is Spider-Man's complicated because Spider-Man has 2-3 owners. It's Marvel Studios, Sony Studio, and Disney owns a little bit of it. So
I don't know. Disney need to stop trying to buy shit they shouldn't be buying. Leave the adult shit to an adult company. Don't be trying to go over there, buy it, and then PG it up.
And the other thing I want to talk about was in the 2000s, the fantasy genre was really popular. Lord of the Rings was popular, Harry Potter was popular, and Disney has always tried to get on that fantasy train, right? They never could get it. And anybody might remember they used to have this franchise that's called the Chronicles of Narnia, right? The first one
hated that franchise.
did all right. Right. The first one.
Something about some lions with a goat body. Yeah.
Right. The second one didn't do all that good. And then when the second one didn't do good, they killed it off. And then one of my favorite franchises, and I got proof of this, I got evidence of this, they fucking sabotaged it. They fucking sabotaged Tron. They sabotaged Tron Legacy, Daft Punk.
Nah, Tron was different. Tron, they tried with Tron. The only problem with Tron was it came out before its time. They should have waited on Tron. Because even though the technology was good though in that movie.
That's like you trying to remake.
Tron Legacy,
that's like you trying to remake Escape from New York. You can't change certain movies. You can't remake certain movies. Escape from New York, you can't touch that. It will never be touched.
Snake play. Well, you can touch that because what the fuck
No,
is
you
Kurt
can't.
Russell doing? Yeah, what is he doing? Surfing on a. What was he doing in that movie again?
Oh,
He was
like-
doing
like
some
a-
off the wall
No,
shit.
that was
Travel
Escape
area.
from LA. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Escape
Oh.
from
Yeah,
New
they
York
have
where
seen
Isaac
LA.
Hayes was the man. You can't.
Yo,
you
yo.
can't-
Seth Rollins
I will
can play
say
him.
this. I will say this. Escape from
Yeah,
New
remember
York
Seth Rollins? He used to dress like Snake Plissken.
Yeah, he can play
he
him.
used to. I will say this. Escape from New York is the better movie, but I love the concept of Escape from LA where Snake just shuts down the world. That's crazy. Imagine that today. Like that ending gets crazier the more years go by because technology gets better and better and better. Like just the
No.
idea of the world shutting down today, no Wi-Fi, no social media, no TikTok, no Twitter.
That happened in
Motherfuckers
Egypt. That happened in
lose their
Egypt.
mind.
I'm surprised
Did you say
Sylvester
that?
Stallone is
That happened in
still
Egypt
alive
already.
because he warned Sylvester Stallone tried to warn us with Demolition Man.
I just want to see if
Remember-
Taco Bell is the survivor.
Remember about what was it like 4 or 5 years ago? I think it was when Egypt turned their Wi-Fi off and made their citizens suffer. They had all types of. Yeah, I remember that because
put 'em in
Anderson
the camel
Cooper got
clutch.
attacked. Yeah, Anderson Cooper got attacked by one of them because he went over there to go find out why the Wi-Fi was off and stuff, and then Egypt was in a whole civil war. Yeah, go look it up. Egypt turned off the internet. Their citizens were pissed, bro. Go look that up. It was all over CNN for like a whole week. Like Egypt is going on some crisis right now. Egypt is. They were talking about overthrowing a government, all because the government took off the internet for like a day or two.
Oh yeah,
That's what the United States
CNN's
needs.
your source. That's liable news right there. Oh
No,
yeah.
let me
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
something.
we talking about the
They
time
need
when
to get- they
Twitter
need
had
to
got
get
shut
rid of
down.
the internet.
Was it Twitter
Make
that
these
got
kids go
shut down for like a
outside.
day?
Yeah.
What was it? One of them social media? Oh man, that shit
No, it was
ad
Egypt. They
hoc.
took off their whole internet. They didn't even have
Their
access to
Instagram was
anything.
shut down. They
I think
freaking
It was
last
like
year
for like a
YouTube
day.
was
I
shut
remember
back
that
up.
shit. It was like for the whole day. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
thought their phone was broke, all that shit. They like, oh my god, yo, what's going on?
But you know what
That's
though?
bad,
Remember
though.
Don't play.
remember
You gotta
when
think of it like this too. You gotta think of it like this also. Like a lot of motherfuckers be having most of their money invested in, you know what I mean, the internet. And
yeah.
we all go through that. We all got like bank accounts, shit like that. But make sure y'all have a nice little stash, man. Because you never fucking know. You never
Remember?
fucking know. Like have a nice stash, a nice little nest egg for God forbid something like that was to happen. Because
Yeah,
a
put
bank could
it
just wipe
inside your mattress.
a bank can wipe this shit out anytime. With
Yeah,
no
remember a couple of years ago?
Mattress.
Remember a couple years ago when Sony had that breach and then they shut off the online servers for like 3 months, and
I remember
everybody
when
had to
they
go
was
figure
hacking
out.
motherfuckers' accounts.
I remember
On the
when they gave us
PSN,
Little Big Planet 2 for free.
Yo, on the PSN, they was hacking motherfuckers' accounts and buying up mad games. They was just like take a motherfucker account and just buy mad games.
But yeah,
Motherfuckers
that's
they
people
look
putting
at
their damn credit card
email.
on the
You be
line.
like, yo, what the fuck? $1,000 worth of games that you didn't even buy.
I remember when Target got hacked a couple of years ago. I think it was like what was it, like 90,000? It was I think it was like 100 or 100. It was a 6-digit number. It was like 100 plus thousand of members. Like people were just ordering stuff. Someone hacked into it was ordering stuff. My cousin who lived in Atlanta, she got a phone call. She was one of the people. She got a phone call, and it was like in the middle of the night. Someone bought like over $10,000 worth of Target stuff. Like,
Shout out to Abu, the YouTube Superman. What's going on?
Hey, you should saw on my screen. This game is fun. You should get it.
What's that game?
Broforce. So right now I'm Rambo.
Oh yeah. I know about Broforce.
Yeah, get this. If we can both play. I'm Rambro. So like everybody's name that's like in a 90s cheesy action flick has bro in it. So they have men in, instead of men in black, they have men in bro. They have Rambro. It's like a Matt Riddle game, but it's not Matt Riddle, it's Broforce.
It's like fucking Mario Brothers with Rambo in
Look.
Remember when
Instead of Commando, it's Bromando.
Remember when Booker T was GI Bro? Oh my god.
GI Bro.
Oh,
He got
this is the
triggered.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was so mad.
They even have Terminator Bro.
Terminator Bro.
Yeah,
I would never
Well, they
forgive Booker.
Well, I was
I would
thinking
never
they could
forgive
do a
Vince Russo for
Muslim James Bond character, but or 007, I should say. But yeah, it'll be short lived because he'd fucking blow himself up with a fucking dynamite bomb vest.
Yeah, I think
You know
we
what?
talked
I'm
about this
getting on.
before. The
I'm
rumor
getting on.
is that Blade is going to be Muslim and Magneto.
Yeah, that's fucking what
Oh
the hell?
yeah. I have to cut your mic off. What? Who might have gone? Get the fuck out of here.
Crazy.
That was
Blade
the
is a
plan.
Muslim.
Nah, Blade is Wesley.
Oh, look.
Snipes. Leave it alone.
B.A. Baracus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like Mr. T.
Infringement.
But yes,
Mr.
Yeah,
T
he's
right there.
correct. That's all from an 18.
18.
But
Yeah.
yes, Snugs and I, we're
Oh!
on the same page with
What
MCU
about?
and Disney. If you look at the current MCU stuff going on, their current model right now is they're trying to make more diverse characters. All the OG characters are being replaced with diverse replacements. So
Oh.
it's gonna get woke as fuck going forward.
I know one. I get apparently one of the people, one of the characters from Rice Krispies is a transgender now. I can't
Look.
no more.
Look,
No,
I'm
you
Chuck
heard about
Norris.
the Mattel? They doing the first ever transgender Barbie doll.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Hey,
yo.
They must really need sales.
wait. Yo, shout outs to Tony Soprano where he was like trans whatever's.
Jesus.
Yeah, B. Like they pushing this agenda for real, B.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to find fucking Gilligan's Island and fucking leave. This fucking shit's falling apart. Fucking...
The thing, this is the thing.
Hey,
It's
move
like,
to Germany.
yo, like,
You will love it. Move to Germany.
it's like, yo,
Yeah.
come on. Hey, you're not gonna escape this shit. You might as well move tomorrow.
Speaking of that, did y'all hear about what happened to Jake Atlas the other day? You know, he's in trouble now.
Yeah, what
Who?
the hell? I saw that today.
Yeah.
What was his girlfriend or
Look.
his wife or something?
I'm Chuck Norris.
No, that's his. I think that's his boyfriend. And the thing about it
Oh,
is his
boyfriend? Oh, he's gay. I didn't really read the story. I just saw sexual assault as a partner or something.
He got arrested for sexual assault, and the thing about it is his boyfriend is on NXT 2.0, and he was not openly gay, so he was outed from the story. So
Oh,
You see this
fuck.
right here? Y'all see
That's
that?
crazy.
So he has a girlfriend. He's gay.
Can y'all see this?
Hey, sometimes they did that just to keep
no, right
their
now we
career.
just see snug screens.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Just look at Snug Screen real quick. I'm Chuck Norris.
You guys remember that game? Yeah.
The fuck? Yo, logo?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hold on.
Bro.
Look like Die Hard. Yeah,
Oh.
like Die Hard.
Yeah, I see. Bro hard.
Jesus.
Doing the bad.
That's kind of wild crazy.
Yo, this bro's
He
hard,
playing
bro.
a game called Bro Hard.
There you go, right here.
God.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
Barbie has released his first ever transgender doll style after iconic. Who the fuck is that?
Laverne Cox.
Never.
Yeah, she got
I don't know who that. Yeah, yo. From the LGBTQ nation. I heard about this shit though.
She was in the Orange is the New Black. I used to watch that show.
Okay.
Never watched
I heard about that show.
You know, and since I mentioned Jake Atlas, I'm sorry what's going on there, but I just want to say I'm still traumatized over the fact that NXT said he was gay without actually saying he was gay. Like what?
Huh?
Who?
Jake Atlas.
Oh, so he wasn't gay.
He was gay,
No, he
but they
is
outed
gay.
him.
Oh, so they basically trying to
Dirty motherfuckers.
Chris
What
Canyon
I'm
type
saying-
shit.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that when he was on NXT, they said he was gay without actually saying he was gay. And I remember people.
I understood you, motherfucker. Don't touch me. Like that.
Look,
He's
instead
like,
of McGruber,
Now.
it's McBrover.
Rover. That's MacGyver. MacGyver.
So like each one of these bros have a different way of shooting their guns and stuff, and they go off of the movies that they're like. They even have Judge Dredd in here. Is Judge Bro? I think it is.
Judge
Or
Bro,
Bro,
I like,
or Bro
they shoot
Dredd.
from the hip.
I like that, but
No, Judge Dredd's.
That Bro's
Judge-
hard shit that wasn't working.
What do you mean?
That
Who
shit
made
was
this game?
wild,
Vince Russo?
bro.
Who made this game? Vince Russo? Bro.
Oh yeah, they have RoboCop in here too. They have Robo Bro.
His name is Dick Jones. Dick Jones.
I work for OCB.
I work for Dick Jones. Oh, they don't make movies like that no more.
They don't.
But anyways, I'm about to fall back. As always, this was a great chop up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad all y'all was able to pull up, and sip from a cup and enjoy ourselves. When we talk about the old-fashioned wrestling, and also when it comes to a little bit of movies. I'm not gonna lie, I want to set up a day where I could talk about movies with you guys, like trying to bring up some classics and shit, especially when it comes to American raw meat eating, kick you in the balls, machine gun type movies.
As long as it ain't Commando.
Oh, come on, that's
I love
the
Commando.
epitome of that. We gotta talk about Commando.
I love
That
Commando.
was the first
What is
movie
it?
I ever seen in the theaters, Commando.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about movies like that. We're gonna pick a day. We're gonna pick a day where we talk about movies like that when it comes to the old school. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out this algorithm shit, you know what I'm saying? So I could play clips here and there, and we have reactions and talk about it, what may have you. Have fun.
I tell you what we need to talk about. We need to talk about your boy Hassan Campbell, because he be out there.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, stop. I'm about to mute your mic. What we need to talk
I got
about
Blade.
is Charlotte Flair. Oh,
I got Blade.
Braid. I'm done. I'm about to shut it down. Y'all appreciate all y'all at ease, Roses.
He has a sword too. He can use a sword.